Is there a difference on the road for deployment? You've been, pushing things around quite a bit in the playoffs. Does the road present any other opportunities or issues that could make you want to move guys around?
Yeah. I don't think anything to move guys around. I mean, you obviously lose that ability to have last line change, and they get that ability. So, I think you've got to be deep enough that you can trust people out there to get the job done regardless of what the situation is. And honestly, even at home, with the icing rule that you can't change on an icing, the other team gets those situations every once in a while anyway. So you don't get this far unless you're comfortable on the road, and we've been good on the road in those situations.
Guys.
Hey, Pierre.
Thinking, hey, Pete, specifically, obviously Chris Tanev and his deployment.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the road now, and I know in the past coaches have, had regrets about on the road, especially sometimes losing the rhythm of what they truly wanted to do. So what's the balance there?
Yeah, I've never been a big believer in chasing matchups. We rely on moving around. All our systems rely on moving around. The ice is a 5-man unit. Forechecking is a 5-man unit. Playing in the neutral zone, breaking out. You start pulling guys off the ice mid-shift in order to chase matchups. You lose that 5-man ability because of the line changes. I think we'll try and get the matchups that we're looking for. And if it doesn't happen, then, whoever ends up out there has to get the job done.
On one hand, these two games, there was a 3-0 lead and a 4-0 lead, and we saw Colorado come back in one, nearly do it in a second one. I'm sure that might alarm you or alert you a little bit, but on the other hand, you had a 3-0 and 4-0 lead in these games. How do you kind of balance those two?
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. I think the big positive is we were able to build 3 and 4-0 leads against a very good team. And there's obviously some learning lessons in how to manage those situations. I think the two games were different too, and the two leads were different. I think the 3-0 lead, probably wasn't as real as the number said. The 4-0 lead, I thought we played really, really well in game 2. So, sometimes you get what you deserve too. I thought we deserved to win game 2. We did. Game 1, I thought, the 3-0 lead was maybe a little bit of fool's gold, and, they ended up coming back on us. So we'll have to, I'm excited about putting our great road game up against the best home team in the league.
Hey, Pete, you've coached more than 120 playoff games. With your process, is it one of those things where you know what you want to do at all times, or is it always sort of fluid because every series, every player is different? And also, how do you manage it knowing that you've seen damn near everything?
Yeah. I'm old, right? I'm old. Experienced. Every playoff is different. I think as a coach, you try and the foundation of your team, though, you can't change that at this time of year. I think you build that foundation all year, and then as the series goes on, depending on the team, you tweak it. I mean, Colorado presents different challenges than Vegas did. Vegas did some things really well. Colorado does some things really well. They both have different areas you think you can expose. So, I think the key is identifying that prior to the series starts and working on taking advantage of both those things, as much as possible. And Jared's doing the same thing on his end.
Stars head coach Pete DeBoer speaking after the game. Bruce, we talked about it. He doesn't like to chase matchups. They will be cognizant of trying to have Heiskanen or Tanev on the ice at all times against the McKinnon line, but they know that if they roll 5, they're not really afraid of any of those 5 being out there. It's the Lundqvist one they want to be a little bit careful about.
Yeah, and what he says by chasing lines, especially on the road, means that they're not going to pull somebody early. You're not going to try to make a quick shift.
They're not going to panic.
Change. They're not going to go, oh, he's out there. Tanev's out there against McKinnon. Quick, get Miro out there. They're not going to mix up their pairings. They're not going to jump to conclusions. Pete has a lot of confidence in the players he has, even the fourth line, to go out there and do what they need to do against Colorado's big guns. That's part of the reason the Stars have gotten to this point. So you're not going to see the quick shifts and the 15-second dump and get it changed because we want this matchup. Stars are going to do exactly the way they do on the road, and that's play Dallas Stars hockey. They believe in the depth they have at forward to be able to match up, and they believe in their top four defense to be able to shut it down.
Up next in the Stars pregame show presented by PNC Bank, let's hear from Josh and Razor from Denver. Game 3 coming up quickly here on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
The Stars got a home win in Game 2 to tie the series with the Avs at 1-1 as the series shifts to Colorado for Games 3 and 4. Every Dallas Stars playoff game is on the ticket, including pre- and post-game shows. Plus, go in the room with head coach Pete DeBoer on the hard line Wednesdays at 5:55. Go on the ice with Matt Duchene in the sweet spot. Go into the broadcast booth with Razor Ray and the Musers mornings after games at 8:55. And Josh Bogorod and the Invasion the day after games at 10:55. Your go-to for the Stars playoffs is Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money. That never happens with Orchard. Disappointing offers can wear you down, causing you to settle for thousands less. You don't have to settle when you sell with Orchard. Orchard reinvented the real estate industry by guaranteeing your home sale and helping you sell on the market for top dollar. First, Orchard lists your home for top dollar. Then, they make you an impressive guaranteed backup cash offer. This gives you the confidence to hold out for the price you deserve. Here's what one Orchard customer said. The peace of mind of the guaranteed offer is why I went with Orchard. And when you sell for more, the rest is yours. My home sold on the market for far more than I expected. With Orchard's guaranteed cash offer, you never have to settle for less. Curious what Orchard will pay you for your home? Visit Orchard.com for a free, no-obligation cash offer. That's Orchard.com.
It's the Musers here. Did you know you can fight your property taxes and save thousands of dollars every year? Ownwell believes that when it comes to paying your property tax, you should only pay what's fair.
Sign up in under 3 minutes, and the Ownwell team of local experts in cutting-edge technology can start saving you money with no upfront costs. 86% of Ownwell's customers save on their property taxes, which has earned them hundreds of thousands of happy customers and 5-star reviews. Ownwell handles everything from start to finish and delivers top results with an average savings of over $1,100.
With no upfront cost and a savings or free guarantee. Working with the Ownwell team is one of the best decisions you can make as a property owner. Because if you don't save, you don't pay.
Save money on your property taxes with Ownwell. Sign up in less than 3 minutes and start your protest today at ownwell.com. That's OWNWELL.com.
Hey, Giorgio here. Spring means rain, which means your grass will grow faster. Let Mow Managers give you the best of both worlds. A professionally manicured lawn and the time to enjoy your favorite warm weather activities. Mow Managers loves the P1 so much they'll give you your first mow for free. Go to ticketmowing.com to schedule your free first mow. Scheduling is easy, and Mow Managers will work with you to set up a schedule that works best for you. Learn more at ticketmowing.com.
When selling my home, a quick sale and maximum profit were my two biggest goals. Mark Spain Real Estate sold my home for more than I expected, and it went under contract in just one day. Hi, this is Jeff Catlin, and that's what listener Taylor said about selling her home with Mark Spain Real Estate. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home for the most money, all while skipping the hassles that come with showings, open houses, and making costly repairs. Find out what the guaranteed offer will be on your home. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today, and then start packing.
This is the Dallas Stars playoff pregame show. Round 2 versus the Colorado Avalanche. Brought to you by PNC Bank on the radio home of the Dallas Stars. Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Tick.
Dallas Stars pregame show presented by PNC Bank. Live here from the Ticket Studios. Owen, Bruce, Connor, we get you ready for Game 3. Time now for us to check in with our broadcast team. Here's Josh Bogorod and Daryl Ray.
Thanks very much, guys. So Game 3, Ball Arena from Denver, Colorado. And Razor, anytime a playoff series changes scenery, there are questions about what that scenery shift looks like. And those questions may be magnified because of this matchup with the Stars on the road this season, the Avalanche at home, with the altitude, with what we saw through the first 2 games. So what do you expect in terms of changes aside from the zip codes here before Game 3?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think the Avalanche are going to come out with a much more full breast game than they did in Dallas, and really both games. The rust showed early in game number 1, and in game 2, that just didn't look like their team, at least not what we've witnessed in the regular season when these two teams have met up, and not what we saw in the opening round when they polished off the Winnipeg Jets. So I would be surprised if there were like lulls, like long lulls in their game here tonight. So it's going to be up to the Stars to have to, play their road game. They've been fantastic at it. They can't have any shifts off. You have shifts off against teams like this, or a couple shifts off, or take unnecessary penalties. It is costly because they are such a dynamic offense, and they have a little more depth than they did earlier this season. And they love playing in this building. They've only played 2 home games. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Here we are, it feels like we're deep into the second round, and they've only played twice at home, and in those 2 home games they did what they usually do at home, and that's score a ton of goals, and their power play usually leads in. So I'm fascinated by how both teams come out here tonight. The Stars they seem to really embrace and love these road atmospheres. We saw that in Game 3 of the previous series when they just destroyed the Golden Knights in their building, and we thought they were going to come out with all the hooey and that. And the Avalanche getting back home with their big boys having a real quiet night in Game 2, and how do they come out here tonight?
I think this is where you remind people that it feels that way, and both of these teams are 11 wins away from the Stanley Cup, because that is where we are in the postseason. It does feel like it's been going on a while. Look, 2 games, and then dating back to the regular season, what we have seen is both clubs at different times, usually the Stars jump out to early leads, and that changes the in-game dynamic. With what you're talking about, how you expect Colorado to come out, what Dallas has to deal with, if we find ourselves watching a much tighter game for a longer stretch than we've seen, what does that do to this matchup? Because we haven't really seen a ton of that. It's usually been one team go on a run and then the other team try and make it a hockey game.
Yeah, I believe that favors the Stars. I think a long series favors the Stars over a shorter one, just because I think they built that game over the season where they use everybody and they lean on everybody and they can win everywhere. They've proved that. So the longer I think a game goes where, it's either seesaw or it's in the balance, probably favors the Stars to hit the gas enough to win the hockey game. Whereas if it's just runs of goals, maybe that does favor the Avalanche and the way they go about their business. I think it's incredible hockey. I love this hockey more. I enjoyed some of the old school atmosphere and aspect of the opening round, but I really enjoy watching this type when they roar up and down the ice against one another. Both teams create some beautiful offensive opportunities, and that's why I don't think the goaltending's been rancid in the series, but if you just purely looked at stats, you'd be like, man, both teams need their goaltending to step up. I don't know that that's fully the case. I think you're just seeing most of the shots being scoring opportunities because of the individuals and how they can create.
Well, anytime these two teams get together, goaltending probably is a tall task for both guys. We'll see what they bring as Game 3 between the Stars and the Colorado Avalanche, a series tied up at 1 and set for the debut in Denver, boys, as we send it back to you.
All right, guys, thanks very much. Up next in the pregame show presented by PNC Bank, we will hear from our picks for TXU Energy next here on The Ticket.
Hey, Stars fans. Marty Turco here for Valley Ridge Roofing. Valley Ridge Roofing is not just a sponsor of the Dallas Stars, they're also our chosen roofing contractor. In fact, Valley Ridge has now completed 7 full roof replacements for Stars facilities, resulting in more energy-efficient buildings and significant cost savings. We chose Valley Ridge Roofing for 3 very good reasons: honesty, quality, and reliability. Valley Ridge Roofing, the official roofing contractor of the Dallas Stars. Visit their website at vrrctx.com.
It takes hard work to get to the playoffs, but it's easy to apply for an auto loan with us. Hi, this is Sharon Moore, President and CEO of City Credit Union. Our loan experts will help you through the entire process, and we even handle everything electronically. Check out our Google reviews. We've earned a lot of fans of our own. Get started at citycu.org/apply. City Credit Union is a proud partner of the Dallas Stars.
Certain restrictions apply, subject to credit approval. See credit union for details. Federally insured by NCUA.
Right now at 7-Eleven, get a Big Bite hot dog and a large Big Gulp drink for only $3. It's the kind of big meal that'll make you feel like a big deal. A big shot, a BIP. That's big important person. You could be top dog with a hot dog, a big wig with a Big Gulp. Stop by 7-Eleven and grab a big meal deal for only $3 with 7 rewards. But don't get a big head. Valid through 1/7/25. 7-Eleven has the right to end this promotion early. All rights reserved. Plus tax. Participating U.S. stores only. See app for full terms.
Fly to Philly, take off to Tampa, depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the new American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles toward your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free checked bags, and complimentary upgrades. Now remember, enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
Owen Newkirk and Bruce Levine on the Dallas Stars pregame show on the official home of Dallas Stars hockey. Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Tick.
Dallas Stars pregame show presented by PNC Bank, live here from the Ticket Studios. Time for our TXU Energy Power Player of the Game selections. TXU Energy, energy for everything.
You know, Jamie Benn is going to be the most hated man in Colorado tonight wearing a Dallas Stars sweater. Second might be Matt Duchene. Matt Duchene, picked 3rd overall by the Colorado Avalanche in the 2009 NHL draft, played with Colorado until 2017-18 when he pretty much forced his way out of Denver. Colorado Avalanche fans haven't forgotten that, and they still hold a bit of a grudge against Matt Duchene. But the reason I'm picking Matt Duchene is, one, I know he's going to raise his level of play against Colorado. I know he's going to raise his level because he's excited to be at this point in his career playing with a team that could win a Stanley Cup. But also, he's got 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points in the playoffs. With that reunited line with Sagan and Marchment, I expect them to be difference makers. I'm looking for number 95.
I'm going with Chris Tanev for my pick tonight. He leads the team in plus-minus in the playoffs. He also leads the team in block shots. Only Jacob Trouba of the Rangers has more. Tanev has 35. Trouba entered today with 40 in the playoffs. 50 career playoff games. Number 50 was game 2. Let's see if he can get another big assignment against McKinnon, Makar, Rantanen, etc. here on game 3. And that's time for us to send it to Josh and Razor in Denver to get this one started on the ticket.
The following is a KTCK Sports presentation.
KTCK Sports presentation. Sports presentation.
The second round series between the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche is 2 games deep. After dropping a heartbreaker in the series opener, the Stars rebounded on Thursday to take Game 2 and even things up versus the Avs. The series now shifts to Colorado, where it sets up a clash of the Titans. The Stars were the best road team in the regular season and flexed it last round in Vegas, while the Avalanche were the league's best home team and have won both games in Denver so far this postseason. An all-important Game 3 has arrived between the Stars and Avalanche. This is Dallas Stars playoff hockey on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Tick.
A very good evening, everybody. Welcome inside Ball Arena from Denver, Colorado. I'm Josh Bogorod with Daryl Ray as the Stars and the Colorado Avalanche set to resume their second-round series. Game 3, the first one on foreign ice for the Stars after a couple of close, albeit a scenic route to get there, decisions in Dallas. And Razor, we got to start right there because the series is 1-1. But the thing that jumps off the page for anyone who was following those first 2 games is how they got to their end results. It was Dallas each time taking a massive lead and each time having to absorb, sometimes doing it, sometimes not, that Avalanche wave.
They would be terrible seesaw partners at a playground. You know, honestly, look at the first meeting this season. 3 Stars goals followed by 6 Avalanche goals. Second meeting, 3 Avs goals straight to win it 5-4. Third meeting, 5 straight Avs goals to win it 5-1. Fourth meeting, 3 straight Stars goals in the second period to win it 7-4. Game 1, Stars score 3 in a row, they score 4 in a row. Game 2, Stars score 4 in a row, they score 3 in a row. It's nuts. It happens over and over again, and it begs the question, why are leads so hard to lock down in the modern game? And I think this is the greatest example of it when these teams get together. In my opinion, it starts with the mental approach of these young players. They don't hang their heads. They aren't fatalists. They're possibilists. There's not much of that raw emotion involved. They just kind of keep playing. Teams can't mug, tug, and obstruct the opposition when they're up anymore. They have to kind of keep playing. The natural tendency is for a team that's up big to kind of back off in a prevent, and it's just throw everything, all caution out the door for teams that are behind, and they go after it. And that way goalies get exposed a little bit. And I'll also mention this, like we saw it late in last game. 20 years ago, you would have never seen that call made on Wyatt Johnston, whether it was a high stick or not. They see it and they just go, look, it's a tight game. We're not calling that. They don't allow prison rules to just unfold because one team's up. And many times when clubs come back against the other side, it's because there were power plays either stacked up or intermittent, something, and they made the most of those opportunities, and we have certainly seen that in the first 2 games in this series.
Boy, have we ever. Special teams a huge factor. Something else that we've seen through the first 2 games of these series is a very old hockey cliche play out right in front of our eyes, and that is your best players have to be your best players, and there are so many headline names both on the Stars roster and on the Avalanche roster, and Game 1 went to the Avalanche, Game 2 went to the Stars because the best players in the game were the best players on either side.
Pretty simple stuff, you know. I always look right down the middle of the ice, too, at a center iceman, a defenseman, and obviously the goaltender. So McKinnon had a gregreat Game 1. Rope Hintz took over Game 2. Focus on them here in Game 3 tonight. Miro Heiskanen and Cale Makar are the 2, sort of catalysts for their teams on defense. Each of them had grand games in Dallas. Ottinger and Georgiev, both of them are trying to match saves with one another. I also look at the captains, though, and this is an odd one because Gabe Landeskog is not skating for them, although he did skate this morning, albeit gingerly before the team came out. Jamie Benn with that detonation on Taves was a major, major part of what the Stars did the other night. So the captain's getting his fingerprints on just about every game in these playoffs.
Yeah, tremendous postseason so far for Ben. Far and away the Dallas hits leader, and he's had some highlight reel game, potentially series-changing type of thumps, including that one behind the net on Devon Taves. So when the second round series was set between Dallas and Colorado, it pitched a lot of very unique and very interesting matchups head-to-head against each other. One of them, though, was going to be when the series moved to Denver, because you have the best home team in the NHL here playing at altitude with what the Colorado Avalanche have done all season, and the best road team in the NHL and what the Stars did all season, and we saw that translate nicely into Vegas in the opening round of the playoffs. Now they meet for the first time on Denver soil.
Yeah, I mean, it's the easiest and greatest matchup, right? And when you look at it, you try to parse things. Why are the Avs the best home team in the NHL? Well, the air, obviously, is an ally, thin air and tired legs on the other side. Nate McKinnon and his consistency and really his overall unstoppable force of a hockey player, I mean, his numbers in the regular season on home ice were staggering. He led the NHL in scoring at home. They actually tied, though, the Avalanche for 8th best in goals against on home ice. The Stars, by the way, were 17th, so they're not as bad in run and gun defensively as you might think, and they have the best home power play. The Stars, why are they the best team on the road? Goaltending, only Florida and Winnipeg allowed fewer goals on the road than the Stars did. Their special teams. How many times, Josh, did you and I talk about special teams after a road win? Their depth, they're a deeper team than the Avalanche up front. They're going to have to get a lot out of everybody here tonight and again in Game 4. And the Stars were the second highest scoring road team in behind Toronto in the regular season, and they're going to have to manufacture goals in this building in these 2 games to keep up with the Avalanche.
Stars have proven that they can win games in a lot of different ways. The Avalanche have proven that when they get going downhill, they are a hard train to stop. They will meet here this evening. Game 3, as one of these teams will break the 1-1 series tie and take the lead. So it is the Stars, fresh off of that 5-3 win at home. The Avalanche are returning home for the first time in nearly 2 weeks. We've got a tremendous one in store for you, and happy to have you along for the ride. Opening face-off of Game 3 of this second-round series coming up just a couple of minutes away. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Stars Playoff Hockey. It's brought to you by PNC Bank and heard right here on the home of the Stars, The Ticket.
This is Dallas Stars hockey on The Ticket. KTCK FM Flower Mound, KTCK AM Dallas Fort Worth, Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HYBRID to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HYBRID for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HYBRID for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
All around in North Texas, I'm cruising in my car. Tiny sticker makes it quicker. If you see me dancing in my car, that's how good toll tax savings are. I love how much it saves me, makes me feel like a genius, baby. And when my hands are tended to, my body starts to move. If you see me dancing in my car.
Small sticker, big savings at getmytolltag.com.
Children's Health is the official pediatric home of Dallas Stars fans. Every day, Children's Health is pushing the boundaries of what incredible care for children looks like. From groundbreaking research to technological innovations, Children's Health is constantly discovering the cutting-edge treatments that lead to greater outcomes. From their relentless care teams to their commitment to every family, Children's Health will stop at nothing to give kids the care they need for the future they deserve. Visit childrens.com to learn more.
Stars hockey on The Ticket.
The Ticket. Welcome back inside Ball Arena. Josh Bogorod, Darryl Ray. Start of Game 3, Round 2. Stars and Avalanche. A quick look at the starting goaltenders.
A nightmare series for the goalies, these two offenses. Is this the night that Jake Oettinger steals one? We're going to find out here in the next 2.5 hours. Hasn't really done that since early in the playoffs last year, and Georgiev at the other end has been perfect after the second intermission, although they haven't tested him all that much.
It is rocking inside Ball Arena in Denver where the puck is dropped, and we are underway for Game 3. An immediate offside call as they cross the blue line just 6 seconds in. The Stars in those road whites travel left to right here in the opening frame.
Like they're going to bring it right back to the Dairy Queen Avs logo at center, and it was a flinch start to Game 3. They're going to start it all over again.
They could put the 6 seconds back and just do a redo, but they won't. On we go as it's dumped in by Colorado. Sent around Miles Wood, catching up, turns right circle, shot was blocked. Up off the netting, another whistle in the game's opening 19 seconds.
You know, Pete DeBoer this morning gave a great dissertation or breakdown on leads they had and them being different from Game 1 to Game 2. It was excellent. We both talked about it after that opening period in the series opener. You know, the Avalanche hadn't played in a while. The Stars were coming off a series, and they were all frothy and everything, and you knew it was going to change a little bit after that. Certainly did. The 4-0 lead, though, in Game 2 was all Dallas Stars.
Big guns out there for Colorado, of course, with the home road switch. It is the last line change belonging to Colorado. Roope Hintz gets kicked out. Logan Stankoven in to face off against Rantanen. Face-off was pulled back by the Avs, but read well, and Chris Tanev helps take it away for Dallas. Tanev has been so good all playoffs long for the Stars. Did a fantastic job, along with the rest of Dallas, containing the top guns for Colorado in Game 2. Makar up ahead. Rantanen is there. Lehkonen is the third man on the line with Rantanen and McKinnon. We saw Jared Bednar go to a couple different combinations in that second game as Ottinger saves it all the way back to the Colorado third.
Now that's a rebound off the blocker and all the way down the ice. Sometimes the big rebound is the best one, and it gets their big guns off the ice.
Here's Middlestat. Will softly play in. Ottinger out to stop it for Heiskanen. Kept in at the right point. Josh Manson tried to tip for Nichushkin. Unable to get it on net. Bangs in the corner with Harley does Nichushkin. And then Pavelski and Girard on the near wing. Not cleared, but flung well wide by Girard, and the rebound will ride the wall back out to neutral ice. Grabbed by Nichushkin. He has scored in every playoff game for Colorado so far. Now Parise. Parise sends it out wide. Centering pass was deflected away and off the outside of the net. Claimed by the Stars and lifted out to center. Manson pressured into a turnover. Duchesne for Sagan. Turns behind the net, then a backhand in front. Chance for Duchesne. Didn't get through bodies. Kept alive, and Georgiev got over to deny Sagan's one-timer. It was set up by Niels Lundqvist, who had an assist in Game 2 for his first career playoff point.
That circumstance down in the Avs zone is exactly what I talked about before the series. They can get to their defense. They can make some errors with the puck.
Evgeny Dadonov on the attack for Dallas. Same lineup for both of these clubs. Dadonov is on the fourth line with Steele and Smith. Here comes Cogliano the other way. Over to Jack Johnson, and it's punched away by Ottinger. Second time off his blocker, it's cleared the zone.
That is emphatic rebound control all the way through everybody on charging Avalanche.
Here's a shot as Ottinger was getting back into position. Yoel Kiviranta right off the bench. Flung it wide. Early stages, Game 3, 17-22 and counting remaining in the first period. No score. Series is tied 1 game apiece. Star Stankoven left circle, and his shot stopped by Georgiev. Sent the stick in that right arm out there. Robertson, one-timer, crumbled Miles Wood, and he has not gotten up yet. In some pain as play goes on. Star still in control. Over to the far side. Wood upright, but very slowly and painfully limping his way back down to a knee to the Avalanche bench.
That hit nothing but skin and bone. You can tell.
They check on him on the bench as play goes on. Wood was the Game 1 overtime hero. That was his first career overtime goal of any kind. Shot by the Avalanche is hung on to by Ottinger. Good rebound control, and he hangs on to the bid for McKinnon.
Yeah, the first blush of Nate McKinnon in full flight, and a good save, very casual save by Ottinger to stop at the chance. Down at the other end with Sagan, getting Mason Marchment back last game just completes that line. They look more like themselves again. Awfully nice for Sagan to finally pop through with a playoff goal again, albeit a shorthanded one.
Dallas controls and sends it around the wall off the face-off. Kept in at the left point by Manson. Then up off the body of Manson. He gets hit. Dallas unable to clear. McKinnon tries to slip through a few Stars. Can't do so. Bumped out to center. Wyatt Johnston is there and slowly slid towards the Colorado cage. Manson sends it around the wall, and now here's McKinnon. Crossing on the right wing, taking on Lindell. Centering pass for Lehkonen, got a piece but didn't direct where he wanted.
He was tied up by Chris Tanev pretty good in front of the net. Tanev just looking after his own responsibility and may have saved the opening goal of this one.
Lehkonen scored in all 5 games of the opening round series against Winnipeg. Has 1 assist in the 2 games so far against Dallas. Suter in the corner. Good buddy and old teammate Zach Parise took it away. Stars still recover. They've got an exit lane. Suter stretches out for Marchment. Mason Marchment had an active return to the lineup, an assist, 14.5 minutes, couple penalties on Thursday night after missing 6 straight. Middlestat Lost the handle. Duchesne touched it offside. No score. 15:29 left in the first.
Well, here's what Chris Tanev has added to the equation in 9 playoff games and 210 minutes on the ice. He's been on for 4 power play goals against, 1 6-on-5 goal against, only 2 even strength goals, and that one included the overtime winner you were speaking of from Miles Wood in the opener, who's making his way back to their bench now. Amazing that they can walk stuff like that off. He couldn't get back up on his rails. But man, oh man, Tanev watched as the front of the Stars net like it's a toddler near water. You know, he's not going to let anybody get in there and get crazy, and that just guards it beautifully with that reach and determination and really smart reads.
Devon Taves back to collect as it's dumped in by the Stars. Taves will horseshoe it around the boards. Comes right back for Cale Makar. Stick lift, nice play by Craig Smith. Trying to wrestle his way past McKinnon on the far wing. Winds up with the puck. Over to Steele, up high at the blue line. Thomas Harley in deep. Cut away by Taves. Back for Harley, off the wing. Stick handles towards the front of the net. Rolled off his blade. Collected and gone the other way. Rantanen, and then off the skates of Dodonov and into the benches for the whistle.
Right idea, though. I love that from Thomas Harley. He and Miro Heiskanen as a pair look more aggressive in game number 2 than they have in a little while, and he's been so good defensively. He's tied with Jason Robertson, who takes the puck away from the opposition a lot, but those two are tied for the team lead in that regard. Real smart guy defensively, and he can add a little more consistent attacking like that last little thrust into the slot of the Avalanche zone.
Early on in Game 3, shot totals favor Colorado 3-2. We've played 5:20 and counting. And there's an early penalty coming up as it's back into the Dallas zone. And it's going to go. It's touched by Robertson. And they're looking at Ryan Suter, and he can't believe it. He's looking back.
Meantime, Manson and Rope Hintz were jostling one another. I guess jostling and joshing one another when it's Josh Manson, and at center ice they separate. The penalty, the original penalty was going to be, I think, on the Avalanche.
Yeah.
Number 20 has a minor for roughing. Colorado 28 has a minor for roughing. We will play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes.
So it was a delayed sequence of, usually when you get roughing minors like that, it's because the two of them were roughing one another, but that wasn't the case. The original call was drawn on Rope Hintz, who had his snout down in the pile and got popped in that general vicinity by Wood, who's back into the game after that blocked shot. And then Suter did the same thing down the boards in the corner. He sort of raked the face of Colton. They're trying to keep a clamp on it, I think, here a little bit in the early going.
Yeah, so 4-on-4 hockey, the matching minors for roughing, although they didn't happen on the same exchange at 5.5 of the first period. 4-on-4 hockey, and certainly can open things up with the dangerous guys both coaches can trot out there. Avalanche steal, they're on the attack. Cale Makar on the right side, 12 points in the playoffs. Leaves it for McKinnon. His shot saved by Ottinger. Nice box out in front of Ottinger by Esa Lindell on Middlestat, allowed him to see it and glove it.
I mean, Nathan McKinnon's numbers on home ice in the regular season were insane. He had more points amassed here in the regular season than Jamie Benn did overall in his Art Ross Trophy year when he led. Both of them led the NHL. He had 89 points on home ice. Jamie had 87 to win the scoring title back in 2015. Yikes.
It was 34 goals and 55 assists. And McKinnon registered at least a point in 39 of 41 home games.
That was the other part of it, just so much consistency.
He's got the puck here, works it wide right, hits the brakes. McKinnon with a shot tipped, and the save made by Ottinger.
He's come out shooting tonight, that's for sure.
McKinnon had 4 points in the 2 games on home ice against Winnipeg, a goal and 3 helpers. Miro Heiskanen going coast to coast, and off of his blade on the backhand. He'll follow up, feed it for Hintz. Fresh off the 4-point gain in Game 2. Over to Tanev on the right wing side. Duchesne leaves it for Hintz. Hintz up near the blue line. 53 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Duchesne hangs on to it. And then it's out to center where Miro Heiskanen will take.
There's some dislike for number 95 in white in this building.
It always feels like the crowd will target one guy, and the former Avalanche, who began his career here, 3rd overall pick, grew up a Colorado Avalanche fan as well, is getting that treatment from the crowd here at Ball Arena. Back in is the Avalanche attack. Lehkonen, his angled pass, camped out, intercepting Wyatt Johnston. Over to Jamie Benn. He gets the booze as well, which was expected after the hit on Taves. And then Ben up for Lindell. Over to Johnston. Wyatt Johnston laterally through the zone on the Colorado end. Johnston back on the forehand. Across off the stick of Ben. Lindell chops it in deep. Johnston gets hit. Pokes it out to himself. Great play. Turnaround. Couldn't get the shot. He was tied up by Walker. Out of the box come both teams as Wood and Suter have served their time. 4-on-4 gives way to 5-on-5.
Nothing went on 4-on-4. Really good, one-on-one. It's man-on-man when it breaks down into 4-on-4, and some excellent coverage by the Avalanche in their own zone and a layer to it.
And here we're going to get a too many men on the ice call against the Stars. Avalanche were victimized by this call twice in Game 2, and it was costly.
Well, do you know? Too many men. I'll tell you why this happens. That Stars had 3 defensemen on the ice with Suter coming out of the box, and it confuses things a little bit.
So a Colorado power play when we come back. 12:06 left in the first period. No score from Ball Arena. Game 3, Stars and Avs on the ticket.
Learn to skate and play hockey for free at Children's Health Star Centers. Kids ages 4 to 14 can join Rookies programs presented by Whataburger. Equipment is included, and participants receive a free jersey to take home. For more information, visit DallasStars.com/rookies.
You probably only think about insurance when you need it. But at Higginbotham, we have local insurance specialists from coast to coast thinking about your risk and how to cover them year-round. We start with listening and end with a custom solution that fits your needs and budget. Whether it's for your home, car, family, business, or employees, Higginbotham protects what matters most to you. Higginbotham makes insurance policies personal.
TXU Energy is changing the game with Live Your Free, the first and only plan of its kind that automatically adapts each month to give you free energy when you use it most.
What if I use the most during the day?
Enjoy free energy all day, every day.
What if I suddenly become a night owl?
Your nights are free, automatically.
What if I go weekend warrior?
Free energy all weekend, my friend.
So the savings change with me.
And you never have to change a thing. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Learn to skate at your local Children's Health Star Center with the Dallas Stars Try Skating for Free program. All new skaters ages 4 to adult can receive 2 free 30-minute sessions of instruction on consecutive Saturdays. Call 214-GO-SKATE or visit DallasStars.com/StarCenters.
The Stars on the ticket.
The ticket! Hey, everybody, 8 minutes in here at Ball Arena in Denver. No score between the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche in Game 3 of this best-of-7 series. Stars down a man. Got nailed for too many men on the ice. And this is a Avalanche power play that destroyed the Jets in 2 home games in the previous round.
They go to work immediately. Makar goes to the right side. Serving the penalty for the Stars is Mason Marchment. An angled pass becomes a clearance, and Colorado has to reset. Avalanche for the entire postseason, better than 38%. They're 8 for 21, second in the league. Stars penalty kill has allowed 5 on 17 times shorthanded. McKinnon left wing circle. Up top now Makar. Back for McKinnon. There was space, but it was blocked. And blocked out to center.
It was blocked, and he sort of shanked it back into the block. There was a lot of space around Chris Tanev and a lot of net to shoot it at.
So many different weapons you have to be concerned about. Cale Makar, who's got the puck, certainly one of them. Skates coast to coast, in across the Dallas line. Hand back to the left for Lehkonen, and he turned it over.
Out.
Here's a chance, Jamie Benn looking to come clean. Shorthanded break, Benn, forehand is saved. Georgiev.
I think he tried that same move that he scored on the breakaway. Just a sly, slippery little dangle to the 5-hole, and Georgiev shut it down.
That was back in Game 1 against Vegas.
Yes, it was.
The first Stars goal of the postseason. Dallas already has a shorty. It was the game winner from Sagan in Game 2. What a chance there. Cleared out once again. Rantanen also hustled back to make it not quite a clean breakaway for the Stars captain.
Been a sloppy power play so far from the Avs.
Down to 25 seconds left on as it's stretched out for Middlestat. Parise in front had Colton, who was loose, but the pass was behind him. Spread back out by Colorado. Middlestat on the right wing half wall. Up top for Taves. Shot hit bodies, deflects to the corner. 10 left on the man advantage for the Avalanche. Taves shot again blocked back to the corner. Lindell there is checked by Middlestat. Final seconds tick off as Marchment standing. Penalty box door open. He steps out. Dallas got through it. 0 for 1 on the power play. Goes Colorado. The Stars have done such a good job of not being shorthanded in the playoffs. Entering the game just 17 times shorthanded in 9 playoff games, fewer than 2 per night on average.
Well, it's not much different than the regular season. They were the most disciplined team in the first 82 games.
Sagan back behind the net. Forward for Cogliano, and he'll bring it forward. 5-on-5 hockey as the Avalanche chip. Duhaime got a goal on Thursday, his first career playoff point, first career playoff goal. Cleared by the Stars. Walker gets it back to Cogliano at the red line. Crazily enough, for all the firepower that the Avalanche have, only 2 players have registered points in both series. Andrew Cogliano is one of them, Nichushkin the other.
And another big hit by Manson, who you kind of understood after what went on in Dallas in Game 2 is going to come out with a physical edge to his game, and he has.
Walker catches a loose puck inside the Dallas zone, slides it down, no one home, and Suter gets there first off his stick to center. Taves makes sure he takes enough time before playing the puck as D-men were switching up, and here comes Devon Taves. Left momentarily after that big check on Thursday from Ben. Still played north of 21 minutes in the game. The corner. It is taken away by the Stars. Out of their zone, Logan Stankoven. 2 regular season games in this building for Stankoven. He scored 60 seconds into his first one back in late February.
Leads all rookies in shots on goal and needs one to go in.
He's got the puck here, slides one through, couldn't connect. Jason Robertson shoulder to shoulder with Makar. In steps Johnston, over for Stankoven, knocked off his blade. Middlestat will chip from center ice, both teams switch. Heiskanen gets to the loose puck, and Dallas lifts it and clears. All the way down it goes, icing against the Stars. No score, 7:51 remaining in the first.
Well, they handled that power play of the Avalanche beautifully and actually had the best of the scoring opportunities. The breakaway for Jamie Benn, who hasn't done a ton of scoring in the playoffs, but just the breakaway tally, a ton of hits, a lot of leadership, all the intangibles, and a wicked face-off percentage.
Stars win this defensive zone face-off. Wyatt Johnston able to clear it out. Middlestat, the forward, was the first man back. Now he gets the outlet from Girard, but lost the handle on retrieval of the pass. Miro Heiskanen, 2-goal game for him in Game 2. His second career 2-goal game in the playoffs. The first was Game 2 against Calgary, opening round of the bubble back in 2020. Picked off by Tanev. He'll weave back into the Avalanche zone. Shoots it in off the boards. Ben and Manson come together. Ben tripped up over Manson's skates. Incidental contact, and the Stars bump it back at their blue line. Now the Avalanche possess. Jack Johnson in retreat. Forward for Colton. Right side, here come the Avs. Yoel Kiviranta stepped up by Lundqvist. Kept alive, and it slipped right through Wood, who was camped just outside the crease. Funneled in deep. Miles Wood is there. Turning off the right side. And Colton gets spun around by Steele. Stars unable to clear. Johnson keeps it in. The handoff. Colton with a shot. Save on your rebound was loose. Push back attempt by Kiviranta went wide. Pressure here from the Avs. Bottom 6. It's Kiviranta in the circle, loose in the top of the crease. Another penalty coming. It's going to go against Dallas for hooking. They had to absorb pressure, and in doing so, took their second time shorthanded here early on. Niels Lundqvist to the box.
Well, there was that quick play up the strong side boards originally that created all that chaos and possession time in the offensive zone, and out of that they got scrambling. It was either going to be a 1-0 lead or a shorthanded Stars team again. It's the latter. We'll come back with the second Avs power play of the opening period. No score here in Denver between the Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on the ticket.
This spring, Texas is all about goals on the ice and savings at home as our Texas hockey team slides into the playoffs with unmatched energy and drive. Maverick Windows is here to score big with your home improvement goals. Right now, in celebration of our team making it to the playoffs, Maverick Windows is offering a spectacular deal. Upgrade your home with our top-of-the-line energy-saving windows, all while cheering on our boys to bring home the cup. And we'll send you and a friend to a home playoff game. Call 800-972-3631 or visit us online at MaverickWindows.com to claim your playoff hockey tickets. Maverick Windows.
The fight for justice never ends. In Texas, there's only one name you need to know. Thomas J. Henry Law. We're one of the biggest personal injury firms in Texas with the money to fight for you. We invest in expert witnesses, investigators, and cutting-edge technology because the best evidence wins cases. And you only pay if we win. No upfront fees, no hidden costs. We give back to the communities we serve, from school supplies for tens of thousands of kids to food for families and pets. Thomas J. Henry. Visit us online at tjhlaw.com. San Antonio.
Donate to Junk for Joy. Donate to Junk for Joy. Donate your car today to Junk for Joy. Hooray! Donate to Junk for Joy. Donate to Junk for Joy. Donate your car today to Junk for Joy.
Donate your car today at junkforjoy.org. You'll get a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
Donate your car today to Junk for Joy.
Donate today and your car will be picked up by tomorrow.
This is Dallas Stars Hockey on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310.
The Ticket!
6:23 left in the first period. No score between the Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. Series tied 1-1, Game 3. The first one here at Ball Arena in Denver. Full of energy with the second Avalanche power play of the night already upcoming. Lundqvist in the box for hooking at 13:37. Avalanche control off the draw. They're 0 for 1 in the game, and from a knee, Tyler Seguin stays with it, able to clear. Makar from his blue line over to McKinnon. McKinnon hands off on the right. Rantanen, nice job by Hintz, poked it off of him and forces a regrouping from Colorado. The drop at neutral ice. McKinnon starts to dance. Leaves for Lehkonen off the left wing, and he missed his pass for Nichushkin, and not much happening through 35 seconds on the power play.
Arturi Lehkonen was the guy who messed up on the Benn shorthanded breakaway on their last power play, and they've tucked it out of their own zone a couple of times, or out of the attacking zone a couple of times under no pressure whatsoever.
Another clearance from Suter after Makar threatened to go coast to coast. Nice play by Suter to poke it away from him and then regathered and cleared. The Avalanche are in. Makar cross to the right circle. It got through Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen kicks it along. Back to the left wing. Dances the dasher. Tough play for McKinnon. Stripped away instead by Benn. 3-on-2 shorthanded rush. Nichushkin got back to intercept. So Hill started forward. Here come the Avs. Rantanen, a cutting man. And it's saved by Ottinger. Rantanen's irate. He's looking at the referee. Think he had his hands lifted. It was the flyby attempt. And Ottinger appeared for a goal line stand, a discussion afterwards.
Rantanen down the left wing side. He's one of the best saucer passers in the league, and he gets this elevated over some sticks. And Jake Ottinger makes the save. That puck was up on end. Oh, my. It was up on end and rolling straight toward the net, and multiple sticks got in behind Jake and kept it. Both Ryan Suter and Jamie Benn were right there to hold it from rolling in. If they're not there, if they don't see it, it rolls over the line. They're showing it on the big board here right now. It wasn't close, but it was really close.
No, it was one where it breaks the plane, but not close at all to the entirety of the puck needing to cross like it does. So on we go. They don't bother with the review. It would have ended the same either way. Here are the Avalanche as they spread it out. 22 left on the power play. Devon Toews up at the line. Moves it to the right wing side. Casey Middlestat there, the former Sabre. First playoff appearance this season. It's over for Toews. He goes back for Middlestat. Settles things down, looking for a lane. 7 left on the power play. Hintz stayed with him the entire time. The high guy blocked it out of play.
They have not given them much space with their penalty killing. And look, the Stars' penalty killing have been warriors on the road, not overtaxed. Obviously, they went 5 for 5 in Vegas in that previous round. They are getting some aid from the Colorado power play, though, because they've thrown it willy-nilly a few times.
Face-off, won by the Avalanche. The final seconds on Lundqvist's penalty. Shot kicked out by Ottinger. Toews let it go from the right point, redirected. Ottinger made the save. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. It comes all the way out. Lundqvist is able to make his way across the ice to the bench. And Dallas gets through another.
That's enormous. Couple early power plays for the Avalanche, and you get all the way through that. Foreign ice and mile-high air. That is large, gargantuan.
Offside as Girard was unable to cleanly dump it in through the timing off. We will break. 3:59 left in the first period. It is scoreless here from Ball Arena in Denver. Game 3 between the Stars and Avalanche. You're listening to Stars Hockey. Brought to you by PNC Bank on the Ticket.
Right now at 7-Eleven, get a Big Bite hot dog and a large Big Gulp drink for only $3. It's the kind of big meal that'll make you feel like a big deal. A big shot, a BIP. That's big important person. You could be top dog with a hot dog, a big wig with a big gulp. Stop by 7-Eleven and grab a big meal deal for only $3 with 7 rewards. But don't get a big head. Valid through 1/7/25. 7-Eleven has the right to end this promotion early. All rights reserved. Plus tax. Participating U.S. stores only. See app for full terms.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Dallas Stars hockey on the Ticket.
The Ticket!
Well, both of these teams are probably perplexed right now. There's 4 minutes left in the opening period, and it's scoreless. Nobody has a big lead. Certainly the Stars don't have an enormous lead right now. It's dead even. Good spot for the Stars to be this first of 2 in Denver.
Especially when you consider the 2 power play opportunities for Colorado. They went 2 for 2 in game 1. That was a big part of their comeback avenue to victory. Marchment sends it into the Avalanche zone, cleared out. Stars control there between the blue lines before they toss in and re-enter on the forecheck. Marchment, nice job, took it away from Johnson. In the trapezoid, plucked free from Duchesne, and he tries to steal it back from Walker and does. Worked up high to the point, Heiskanen, he steps down the wall, ran into some traffic. Marchment went tumbling. 2 Avs run into each other, allows Sagan to steal it. Tough play at the blue line, held in by Heiskanen, and then Marchment's pass ricochets off legs all the way out.
It's easy from up here, but just spin it back down deep again and continue to grind against that, their third D pair. They should be able to get something against them.
Shots in the game, 8-3 in favor of Colorado. No score in the game. Cleared out to center. The Stars forced all the way back as it went off Lindell's boot. He got pressured by Wood, but had support. The Stars exit their zone. The Stars have not played from behind in this series so far. Kivirad's on the left wing side. He hits the brakes. Impactful in his return to the Avs lineup on Thursday for Game 2. Now Devon Toews, left circle in. Save made, Ottinger. And the rebound eluded Toews as it came back within his vicinity. Ottinger's had a great start to this game. Cleared around but not out. Rantanen banged bodies. Wyatt Johnston's able to come in and move it to Suter. Pressure from Toews, the defenseman, in underneath the icing line. Creates a battle in the corner. Kept in by McKinnon. Big dogs out there for Colorado. McKinnon left circle. In front. Poked away by Ottinger's stick. Final 2 minutes here of the opening frame. And cleared by the Stars. 1:48 and counting remaining in the first. Tipped by Toews, but didn't get it deep. Stars quickly back in. Jason Robertson for Stankoven was in his skates. Follows up behind the net. Taken by Dallas. Robertson looking at his options. Top of the right wing dot. Still on his blade. Shot punched away Georgiev. Then back towards him. He made the save. There was some contact as Hintz had been spun around into the netminder just before. Still on the attack. A shot. Score! Logan Stankoven! His first career Stanley Cup playoff goal. And the youngster has Dallas up here in the first in Game 3.
Oh, this was coming. This was going to happen. He was the guy, the first forechecker that fouled things up on the Avalanche in behind their own net, and the Avs built their own mess. The pair of Makar and Toews who'd been out there for a while, they turned the puck over. They got stuck deep in their own zone. That line continued to buzz, and the kid grabs it. Little broken play in the low slot. Took him 21 shots to pop his first. He gets it. Told me this morning this series is a lot faster than the previous one. Wasn't a lot of room in that one against the Vegas Golden Knights, and he pops through.
All the room he needed for his first career Stanley Cup playoff goal, his third point of his first postseason. He had not scored since March 20th against Arizona, dating back to the regular season. Mittelstadt didn't get everything he wanted on a shot from the circle. Another save by Ottinger. Final minute of the first. Stankoven has done such a great job of remaining an important part, doing so many things besides scoring, but was waiting for that first one for a while, and the wait ends. Tanev clears off the glass, bounces to the Colorado blue line. The third time in as many games, Stars strike first in the series. They steal and walk it back in. Sagan and then Marchment has steamrolled Mittelstadt. The puck was by him. They were way off the boards in the center of the ice. The crowd barking, play goes on. And now there's going to be a penalty, a tripping call. It's inside the Colorado zone. Duchesne really wants a word and is unhappy with the call. Looks like the latest one against Dallas.
Yeah, it's going to be the Stars starting with Tyler Sagan stripped their D of the pocket. It looked like this was just going to be the end of things. They're going to bring guys from both sides in multiples. Both Marchment and Duchesne are headed to the calaboose. And Manson for them.
Yeah.
And
39, that's 2 minutes for tripping. Colorado 42, Dallas 27, each 2 minutes on sportsmanlike conduct. We'll play 5-on-4. Dallas will have the choice which penalty they want on the clock.
Wow.
So you gotta keep your mouth shut a little bit and keep your emotions tucked somewhat. It shouldn't have been a penalty on Marchment when he steamrolled Mittelstadt in the middle of the ice. The puck was right there, and it's just they're letting a lot of that stuff go here tonight in the first period. There's been some pretty big hits away from plays in that they haven't called, which is good. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs, but man, you don't want to just continue to load up this aspect of the Colorado Avalanche.
Already the third power play of the game for Colorado. They go to work immediately. Final seconds of the first period. McKinnon with a shot gets blocked to the corner. 6 seconds to play. Here's Makar. His shot blocked way wide. Rantanen, time winding down from no angle. A save by Ottinger. He got one more at the horn from Nichushkin. There'll be 1:44 left on the carryover power play for Colorado. The Stars shorthanded 3 times. It already matches a high for this postseason, and yet through all of the special teams, Dallas has the 1-0 lead again at the end of the first, thanks to Stankoven's first from Heiskanen at 18:39 of the opening frame.
Mason Marchment was skating over trying to have a word with the referee about things, and he just basically shoot him and sent him to the room. It was a very good road first period again. Like Jake was excellent. He didn't have to be incredible. He just had to be excellent, and he was. It's one of these games where the Avalanche are coming straight at him with their shot attempts, and they're high grade, but they're coming straight at him. He hasn't had to do a ton of east-west movement in there. The Stars have held tight. They've blocked a lot of shots. They've been sticky defensively. The Avalanche look like they're in a mini hurry at times with the puck, which can conspire against them. And the Stars get a late period goal from the kid, and they're kind of spreading it around as they do. You look at even strength goal scoring, right? And if you look at the playoffs in general, you have Wyatt Johnston with 4, Dodonov with 2. That was 6 of the 14 even strength goals for the Stars in the playoffs. Like, it's all about special teams, especially this year in these postseason games. Nichushkin with 5, Lehkonen with 4, Wood with 3. Those are the leaders on their side of things. It's shorthanded. It's 6-on-5. It's power play. It's a lot of that stuff. So to get an even strength goal and get it from a guy who is going to get chances, is playing up the lineup, and who knows what that'll do to Logan Stankoven's confidence going forward. To have another guy like that, it is a potential to score when he gets his opportunity. It's humongous, I think, for the Stars.
So Stankoven from Heiskanen is the entire scoring summary, even strength at 18:39 of the first period. Ottinger a perfect 11 of 11. Dallas only mustered 5 shots on goal. Georgiev made 4 saves. We talked about weathering a storm and what Dallas would expect. Anytime you get 3 penalties called, and then they had the 4-on-4 time as well mixed in there, it kind of disrupts the rhythm of the game, but it's still, there were those waves, and Dallas did their best to absorb it. Was the opening period kind of in line with what you expected it to be?
I'll be honest with you, I thought the Avalanche would be better than what they were. They were really intent on trying to drive and at times get pucks to the net. I think the Stars must have blocked as many as Jake stopped in the first period or close to it, which is good. That means their defensive zone pressure and coverage is in a good spot. But the first 2 power plays, they gave up the breakaway. They cleared the zone themselves a couple of times. Those aren't really what the penalty kill's doing. That's just some nervy plays on their side, some sloppy plays on their side. And it's their best players. It affects them. And we'll see how deeply it affects them as the game moves along here tonight. But that is not the recipe for success in Denver in Mile High Air come playoff time against an Avalanche team that lives and dies on, 4 or 5 players offensively. And you just keep putting them out there with fewer guys on the ice on your side of things. But they're through it so far. This will be a very interesting beginning to the second period.
Yeah, 1:43 of carryover time on the power play for Colorado. Their 3rd already of the game against a very disciplined Stars team. But so far, Dallas has killed off the first 2. They've got the only goal, and they've got the lead at the break yet again in the series. Fans, you can check out Texas Hockey's digital home by downloading the Dallas Stars app powered by AT&T. The app is your go-to place to manage tickets, to check out live stats, and more. Download it now in the App Store and the Google Play Store. Coming up next, Owen Newkirk, Bruce Levine. They've got your Kia first intermission report. It's the Stars 1, the Avalanche 0 here at first intermission from Ball Arena in Denver. You're listening to Stars Hockey on the Ticket.
The good folks at Wendy's have a revolutionary new product for you. Introducing the new Orange Dreamsicle Frosty. It's like a time machine that takes you all the way back to now, the year 2024. It's the classic, creamy, orangey flavor you remember. Dare I say, it's new-timey. It's the flavor you grew up with, just all grown up. Head over to your local Wendy's establishment and get yours while supplies last. The new Orange Dreamsicle Frosty. Here for the now, for now.
Limited time only at participating Wendy's.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
And you get unlimited 5G data, $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan, at an amazing price, with no contracts. Should you switch to Total by Verizon? Definitely.
Totalmente.
Find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Monthly rate when you activate without a pay plus taxes and fees. Discount begins the month after you enroll. Additional terms apply. See website for data management practices.
It takes hard work to get to the playoffs, but it's easy to apply for an auto loan with us. Hi, this is Sharon Moore, President and CEO of City Credit Union. Our loan experts will help you through the entire process, and we even handle everything electronically. Check out our Google reviews. We've earned a lot of fans of our own. Get started at citycu.org/apply. City Credit Union is a proud partner of the Dallas Stars.
Certain restrictions apply, subject to credit approval. See Credit Union for details. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, Sean Bass here for Frinkle & Frinkle. If you get in a wreck, get the medical treatment and compensation you deserve from Frinkle & Frinkle. Your insurance company, they're not working for you. You need Frinkle & Frinkle on your side. There's no cost, nothing out of pocket until you get paid. Frinkle & Frinkle at 214-333-3333 is the name and number that could literally change your life if you get in a wreck. Keep this number, 214-333-3333.
Call Frankel first. FRENKEL.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
This is my father, Bob.
This is my daughter, Lisa.
And we love Balance of Nature. Don't you?
You think I'm going to say no to her? Balance of Nature is a very good product. It's simple application, a simple thing to take.
It's fruits and veggie in a capsule.
That's it. Balance of Nature has helped me get along very well.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer. And for a limited time, get 35% off your first order, plus $10 off any additional sets with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code DALLAS.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting and waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
The Dallas Stars, live on Sports Radio, 96.7 and 1310, The Tick.
Welcome, everybody, to the Dallas Stars First Intermission Report, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. After 20 minutes of play at Ball Arena, Game 3, Stars have a 1-0 lead over the Colorado Avalanche. Let's do the period recap and highlights, brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play. I'm Owen Newkirk. He's Bruce Levine. And Bruce, it wasn't the way the period went, but the Stars have taken the lead for the third time in 3 games in this series.
The Stars did a few things that you don't want to do in that first period, namely give 3 power plays to Colorado, and that really ruined the rotation for the Stars, ruined their momentum, and, the third power play still has a bit to go into period number 2, but for the Stars to give away 3 power plays and still lead after the end of 1 is pretty darn impressive. Jake Ottinger, very good. Chris Tanev was spectacular in the first period. 4 block shots. He saved a sure goal on Nate McKinnon on one of those power plays. He's been fantastic. And the Stars get a timely goal. You know, they get the old counterattack going, the counter punch, and they wind up 1-0 at the end of 1. Considering that shots on goal were 12-5, and there was a lot of time spent in the Dallas end, that's about as good an outcome as you can hope for if you're the Dallas Stars.
Well, the Stars had the first grade A chance. It was on that first power play for Colorado. Jamie Benn, shorthanded breakaway, backhand to forehand, tried to go 5-hole. Georgiev, big save. Then, Bruce, on the second power play, Nate McKinnon had a rush tip that looked like it was stopped by Ottinger. We saw the replay. It trickled between the pads. Ryan Suter gets his stick back on the goal line to save a goal.
And that was one where we saw Nate McKinnon. Nate McKinnon had 4 shots on goal, plus the one-timer that was blocked by Tanev. Just go to the net hard. Dallas done a good job of killing that penalty, but all it takes is one bad play in the neutral zone, and Colorado's heading the other way. McKinnon hard to the net. Rantanen put the puck bouncing on his stick. He tries to redirect it. It goes between the pads of Ottinger and starts wobbling toward the goal line. Ryan Suter gets there and stuffs the puck back in the pads. Jamie Benn trying to get there too, but that saved a sure goal.
Late in the period, the Stars grabbed the lead.
As Hintz had been spun around into the netminder just before. Still on the attack, a shot, score! Logan Stankoven! His first career Stanley Cup playoff goal. And the youngster has Dallas up here in the first in Game 3.
He hadn't scored in 21 consecutive games. 12 games to finish the regular season, 9 games to start the playoffs. He gets the goal from Heiskanen at 18:39, and Bruce, that's huge.
That's huge. It gets the monkey off Logan Stankoven's back, or in his case, the gorilla. But again, that top line, they wanted Stankoven there for forechecking and speed. The top line, after Dallas had not had a shot on goal since the Benn breakaway, they get the puck, they get to the net, they recycle, they regroup, they get it back to the blue line, and Miro Heiskanen makes a great pass to Stankoven in front, and he snaps a quick shot between the arm and body short side on Georgiev, and all of a sudden Dallas has the lead, and Stankoven is back on the score sheet.
All right, 1-0 Stars after 1. We'll do a quick scoreboard next here on The Ticket.
This is Dallas Stars hockey on The Ticket. KTCK-FM Flower Mound, KTCK-AM Dallas-Fort Worth, Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
Learn to skate and play hockey for free at Children's Health Star Centers. Kids ages 4 to 14 can join Rookies programs presented by Whataburger. Equipment is included, and participants receive a free jersey to take home. For more information, visit DallasStars.com/rookies.
You probably only think about insurance when you need it. But at Higginbotham, we have local insurance specialists from coast to coast thinking about your risk and how to cover them year-round. We start with listening and end with a custom solution that fits your needs and budget. Whether it's for your home, car, family, business, or employees, Higginbotham protects what matters most to you. Higginbotham makes insurance policies personal.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
After you catch all the Dallas Stars action, get in on some of your own at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Put in a shift at the tables and discover hundreds of ways to grab a W. Go on a hot streak and score big from the slots. Then, cool off with a cocktail from one of our exquisite bars and lounges. It's time to discover your new winning tradition at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play.
Children's Health is the official pediatric home of Dallas Stars fans. Every day, Children's Health is pushing the boundaries of what incredible care for children looks like. From groundbreaking research to technological innovations, Children's Health is constantly discovering the cutting-edge treatments that lead to greater outcomes. From their relentless care teams to their commitment to every family, Children's Health will stop at nothing to give kids the care they need for the future they deserve. Visit children's.com to learn more.
Thanks for calling Toyota. This is Jan.
Hi, Jan. I just adopted a new best friend, and I'm looking for a Toyota so we can make the most out of summer.
With a new RAV4, you can take your pup for a drive up the coast. You can take a Prius to the park for some tug-of-war. Or you can take a Tundra to kayak at a remote lake.
One problem, Jan.
Oh?
My new best friend's a cat.
Your summer starts here, but it all ends June 3rd. Toyota, let's go places. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Visit DallasStars.com every day for highlights of big saves, slick goals, and big hits. And to sign up for the weekly e-newsletter, Dallas Stars Insider. DallasStars.com is your one-stop shop for great Stars content and verified Stars tickets. Visit today.
All around in North Texas, I'm cruising in my car. Tiny sticker makes it quicker. If you see me dancing in my car, that's how good toll tag savings are. I love how much it saves me, makes it feel like a genius, baby. And when my hands are tended to, my body starts to move. If you see me dancing in my car, small sticker, big savings at getmytolltag.com.
Hey Stars fans, come out and visit your local Children's Health Star Center, the best place to find ice time in the Metroplex. It's never too late to learn how to play with our Adult and Little Rookies program presented by Whataburger. These 5-week programs are sure to grow your love for the game of hockey. From public skating to our camps and clinics, there's something for everyone at your local Children's Health Star Center. Come see for yourself and enjoy everything we have to offer. Visit DallasStars.com/Star Centers for more information.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Get the official NHL app to watch, read, and listen to all the deeks.
All I can say is absolutely wow.
All the sauce. All the saves. All the hits. All the snipes. All the sellers.
He scores! Unbelievable!
All the hockey. If it's hockey, it's here. Listen to every NHL game for free, now with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Download the official NHL app now.
This is the Dallas Stars Hockey Intermission Report, brought to you by Kia on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
Dallas Stars First Intermission Report brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Here's Bruce with the Higginbotham Insurance out-of-town scoreboard.
Brady Shea gets a late power play goal as Carolina beats the Rangers 4-3 and avoids the sweep. Game 5 in Madison Square Garden coming up on Monday.
All right, sending it back out to Denver for the second period of this one. Stars 1, Avs nothing. Here's Josh and Razor. Guys?
Thanks very much, Owen, as the Stars have the lead because of their tremendous penalty kill in that opening period. It'll be called upon again here early in the second. 1:43 of carryover time on the Matt Duchene minor. There was also matching minors to Manson and Marchment at that same time, and Logan Stankoven's first career Stanley Cup playoff goal, the only one thus far. So the Stars with the 1-0 advantage. Talked about the Avs and what you expected from them before and then what you got from them in the first. What do you expect here in the second, Razor?
Well, a better power play from them. Likely here, the Stars have to firm themselves up a little bit and get through this little segment at the beginning of the period. Look, the Stars dominated the second period of Game 2, and their head coach, Jared Bednar, mentioned it again this morning, mentioned it after the game. They just went numb mentally, made a bunch of errors. See how this middle frame goes here tonight. The Stars look very much like the Dallas Stars road team, where they just very businesslike and go through things and roll as deep a lineup as they can. I think the penalties messed that up a little bit. The fourth lines did not play very much in the first period. And for Matt Duchene, if they get through this penalty kill, he should play the villain and the heel to a hilt here tonight and have a major impact on this game. They need that.
They switch directions as they drop the puck on top of the Avalanche logo at center ice. Second period is underway. Begins on the Avalanche power play, their third of the game. McKinnon weaves in. His pass far for Lehkonen. Winds up part of a battle in the corner. Worked up high, Cale Makar. Makar goes back to McKinnon. Top of the left wing circle. Over to Makar. To the right side. A tip by Randon. Ottinger got just enough to send it wide. The Stars get it out to Wyatt Johnston. He'll go wide. Has some shorthanded help. Hits the brakes, then a shot. And that got on Georgiev in a hurry.
Did it ever? That was quite a save. A stunning shot through a mini screen.
Back in are the Avalanche. On the power play, Nichushkin goes up top. Makar from the blue line. Off a stick, still trickled to Rantanen. And then taken away on the boards. Johnston chance to clear, and he does.
Like, it's weird to see their power play look a little bit methodical, but it's looked methodical tonight.
The Avalanche power play has scored in 4 of their 7 playoff games so far. When they score, they get multiple power play goals every single time. Obviously, Ofers in the other 3, and they clear it themselves with a play on the wall.
Well, it's the 3rd time they've done that, at least on their 3 power plays.
They're in and dump back. The second unit is out there. Usually get the final 25 seconds or so. Dallas takes it away, and they clear to center. 10 seconds left on Duchesne's penalty. Avs from their blue line. Devon Taves over to the left. Give and go. Taves has it back. Shot it right off the head of Ottinger. Falls behind the icing line. Stays in play. The Stars have killed off another. They are 3 for 3 in the game. They are 6 for 6 the last 2 games after the Avalanche went 2 for 2 in game 1. Harley. His pass ahead. Clipped off a stick. Duchesne with position. Fed it out in front. And then a blast by Heiskanen is blocked to the corner. Kept in at the blue line. Tanev to Heiskanen. Heiskanen, then back upstairs Tanev. Goes to Heiskanen. Tanev at the right point. His shot was blocked. Middlestat. The Avalanche will counter. They send 4 through center. Carrying across the line, Girard. But he had a man, and Duhaime cut in front of him. And they go offside on the numbers rush.
Well, the only thing the Stars gave up on that power play set was the little chip play by Rantanen off to the side of the net. He's had a fairly quiet start to this series, which is a good thing. And their power play just looks like it doesn't have the regular zip to it. Some of it is the Stars penalty killing that has been excellent, but a lot of it is just them and messy puck plays. And you know this, 3 straight power plays for them, the Stars are going to get one. And if they cash in on theirs, look out.
Yeah, Dallas has been outstanding this postseason and in the series. 3 for 9. Feels like you're right, just a matter of time. Here's Tanev getting to center. He'll shoot one in. Georgiev tried behind the net, couldn't get it. Players jostle around as it comes out to center. Duhaime over the blue line. Former Wild Brandon Duhaime across. Here's Walker. Shot and a glove save by Ottinger. With traffic around him, he snared it with the left hand and hung on.
Yeah, it looked Jake Sharp tonight, and everything's coming straight at him. There's another opportunity for the Avalanche to hit a guy off the back door. Big Trennan was wide open and would have had a slam if it got through. It was going to be trouble getting all the way through Miro Heiskanen in the crease, but you know, Taves has had 2 of those chances wafting in left wing side. Jake with a save with the legs back in the first period with the noggin here in the second. It keeps coming off the flanks and straight at him tonight.
Dallas controls defensive zone faceoff. They get it out to neutral ice. The Avalanche have won about 60% of the draws so far in game 3. Lehkonen dumps in. Ottinger couldn't cut it off behind the net in the trapezoid. And Dallas steals it on the wall. Lobbed ahead and gloved down by Makar. Ben was sneaking in behind him if he doesn't intercept. Cale Makar, 12 points, leads all D-men in playoffs, and started the night tied for 4th in overall scoring this postseason. Taves with a shot. Hung on to by Ottinger, ready for another one, and gets the latest whistle.
You know, you're always prepared for Cale Makar to be the attacking defenseman, but tonight, and so far anyway, it's been Devon Taves, and he looks fine tonight. he looked skittish right after getting blasted by Jamie Benn in Dallas in Game 2. And everybody said he was fine after the game, and he looks like a guy that looks like Devon Taves tonight. I would trade that off every time, though, him barreling in on Jake Ottinger instead of Makar.
Which is wild because he's such a good offensive defenseman, but Makar's in a class of his own. Taves finished the regular season with his third straight 50-point-plus campaign and a dozen goals as he hit double digits for the second time. The Avalanche bring through center here. Big Val Nichushkin across the line. He was slow to make a move with it. A few offsides against the Avalanche, usually a sign that you're not in sync. 4:03 gone by in the second.
Well, it can mean that, but it can also mean that the other side is playing tight with back pressure from your forward group. That allows your defense to stay up on them and makes them swerve and delay it at times at the blue line. And a lot of that was on Zach Parise. You know, he's on the wing, and Big Val's got it, and he's a swooper. You got to hold the line.
Sagan to take this face-off, wins it for the Stars just outside of their zone. Ryan Suter forward for Marchment, and chopped in by Duchesne. Cut off Georgiev behind the Avalanche net. Worked around for Miles Wood. Off the glove of Kiviranta. And Duchesne, big collision, and getting the worst of it was Ross Colton. The hits leader for them in the postseason. Out in front, and it just got underneath the blade of Duchesne, who had space top of the crease.
Yeah, they've come out with a physical edge to their game, much like in game number 1. They were really quiet, the Avalanche, in game 2 in that regard.
Cale Makar from the Avalanche zone. Up ahead, Andrew Cogliano. Right side, his shot. Save Ottinger. Repelled it up and out of play. We're almost 5 minutes into the second period. 1-0 Stars with the lead. The shot 16-6 favoring Colorado.
Former star Andrew Cogliano. There was some good, there was some bad in Dallas. How about this, though? He's one of those hardworking, fastidious, ageless wonders in this league. He has an assist in 5 of 7 playoff games coming out of the 4-hole for them. He was a third-line guy for the Stars. A perfect position for him at this point in his career as a fourth liner and penalty killer for them, and a big part of their Stanley Cup win a couple years ago.
Cleared out by Dallas. Nathan McKinnon is chased as he moves it to Makar. Twisted through center off the stick of Rantanen. Ottinger keeps it going for Tanev. Comes back to the corner where Tanev and Lehkonen face to face. Cale Makar spins off the right side wall, drops it down underneath the icing line. Players canceled. Tanev collects, clears it out off his skates, poked ahead. Stankoven was attempting to spring hints and played well by Taves to intercept.
He's a nightmare for Devon Taves tonight. He was the guy that sort of flushed him out on that long shift just prior to Logan following up with a goal.
Rantanen shot blocked by Lindell, kept in the zone. A wrister also blocked by Robertson on Makar's bid from the top of the zone. Stankoven, the short handoff Tanev. Outlet feed for Wyatt Johnston. Stankoven follows up and puts it into the Avs bench and out of play. 14-11 remaining second period, still 1-0 Dallas.
Yeah, they're pumping along, but it feels like here in the first 6 minutes of the second period, it's starting to tip a little bit to our right where Jake Ottinger is, who's been perfect on the now 16 shots that he has faced on the night. He's been tidy. Remember those saves back in the first period, the big blockers out into neutral ice. So he's dictated his destiny, if you will, with rebound control.
At the Colorado blue line, Walker. Then knocked out of midair by Parise. First to it is Miro Heiskanen. Fires around the wall, cut off by the arm of Parise. Pitchfork to the left wing corner, Casey Middlestat. Pressured into a turnover. Good work by Pavelski, the first man, but it's kept in the zone. Colorado, nice move. Bow to himself, and then he fired high and wide of the corner. He chipped that forward to himself, and then what a shot, what a play.
Such a big, rangy guy, and yeah, he pulled the trigger in a hurry, too, and did not miss by much.
9 goals in the postseason, tied with Zach Hyman for the most in the league. Good stick down by Jamie Benn. Broke up a centering pass. The Avs remain on the attack.
Well, they're pinching hard here in the second period. All those rims around the boards are being kept in and driven deeper into the Star zone from that. If the Stars can get through that, they're going to have numbers going the other way, you would think.
Ottinger behind the net off the dump in. Niels Lundqvist got out of the way of the check of Duhaime. A race for the puck and no icing. Dadonov centers and a save by Georgiev. Got just enough. Steal in tight. It trickled away after he made the stop. What a play by Dadonov to win the race to negate icing and then set it up for Steele. Delayed penalty coming here. It's going to go against Colorado, their first time shorthanded. And Dallas will get the power play. Penalty kill has been on point. The other side of special teams will go to work. 12:37 remaining in the second period. Interference, the call against Duhaime. 1-0 Dallas leads. They're up a man when we come back. This is Stars Playoff Hockey brought to you by PNC Bank on the Ticket.
Hey Stars fans, this is Jason Robertson.
Trying to chase is Robertson. He'll catch up, have to turn off the right wing. Robertson, he scores! Jason Robertson does it again!
Get your daily Stars fix by following the Dallas Stars on X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. It's the best place for team news, behind-the-scenes content, and epic moments you won't want to miss. One state, one team, Texas hockey.
After you catch all the Dallas Stars action, get in on some of your own at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Put in a shift at the tables and discover hundreds of ways to grab a W. Go on a hot streak and score big from the slots. Then, cool off with a cocktail from one of our exquisite bars and lounges. It's time to discover your new winning tradition at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play.
Right now at 7-Eleven, get a big bite hot dog and a large big gulp drink for only $3. It's the kind of big meal that'll make you feel like a big deal. A big shot, a BIP. That's big important person. You could be top dog with a hot dog, a big wig with a big gulp. Stop by 7-Eleven and grab a big meal deal for only $3 with 7 rewards. But don't get a big head. Valid through 1/7/25. 7-Eleven has the right to end this promotion early. All rights reserved. Plus tax. Participating U.S. stores only. See app for full terms.
Stars hockey on the Ticket.
The Ticket.
Creeping our way toward mid-game here at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. Stars leading the Avalanche 1-0 and going to the power play. And this is how you win road playoff games, the way they're going about their business tonight. Jake Ottinger has provided them with stellar net minding. The penalty killing has been firm, 3 for 3. Now you go on the power play. Now you add to your lead.
I think that's called special teams and goaltending.
You heard it.
Stars on the power play for the first time. It's cleared all the way down by Colorado. 3 for 9 in the series. They went 1 for 4 in game 1. Had the 2-man advantage goal from Ben. Then it was the Miro Heiskanen show. He had both in the 2 for 5 effort a couple nights ago in game 2. They can't cleanly enter, and it's cleared by Colorado.
This is only their 7th power play in 4 road games, or 3.5, I guess. Now, all the discipline and staying out of the box, they can't get on it very much.
1 for 6 in those road games in Vegas. Heiskanen at the top of the zone for Ben. Tried to go back to Heiskanen. It wasn't where he thought it was going to go, and Dallas needs to reset.
I want to park the fancy cat just inside the blue line like that. That's what the Avalanche have been doing tonight.
Not much to report so far on the power play as the Avs with a chance to clear. They will wrist it all the way down on net. Halfway through, the interference penalty against Duhaime. Heiskanen starts it out. The drop for Wyatt Johnston. Second unit's out there for Dallas. Johnston enters, weaves, leaves it for Sagan. Had a shorthanded goal in game 2. Out here on the power play in game 3. Matt Duchene over to Harley. Back for Duchene. Now Harley left circle, goes low, Sagan, tight angle. Save made by Georgiev. Kept alive by Dallas. Harley leaves it for Sagan. Sagan, high slot, one touch. Harley goes low in front, a tip off Johnston high and over the net. 18 left on the power play. Stars spread it out. Wyatt Johnston turns left circle, shot blocked. Nice play by Sam Girard. Loose at the side of the crease. And kept alive by Dallas. They work it intended for Sagan off a stick. Stars remain on the attack. Final seconds on the power play. Out of the box comes Duhaime. Dallas with a 5-on-5, still downhill. A shot deflects wide, and Duhaime has a whole tank of gas. Everybody else tired, brings it coast to coast. One-hand save. Oettinger got the rebound as well. Then contact on Oettinger. Dallas needs a clearance, and they'll get one. They will ice it. Some exhausted guys out there for the Stars will not be able to change.
Jake Oettinger was gesturing at the referee after that. I love that. Unlike overtime in game one, he stood his ground and protected the post. I loved everything about the power play that just unfolded to the entry. They drove him deep, went to work, lots of movement, multiple just abouts. Now they got to follow it up.
Steele wins a critical face-off. The Stars get it up the wall. Marchment slows things down. Across for Wyatt Johnston. Lost it in his skates. Didn't get it deep. Marchment and Johnston have each been out there over a minute and a half, and they'll be able to change as the Stars dump in. What a big face-off win that was for Dallas, and they can dump back in. Everybody reorganizes. 0 for 1 on the power play went the Stars. They still have the 1-0 lead. We've moved into the second half of regulation of Game 3. Taves feeds it over to McKinnon. Weaves, nice move, save, rebound, score! Mikko Rantanen cleaned up the second effort. McKinnon with the dance your way to the net, set up chance. Oettinger made the save, the rebound stayed loose, and the game is tied.
Well, I can't emphasize enough how important those shifts after special teams are, just to get yourself stopped and reset. And the Stars couldn't do it. Yeah, they won that faceoff, which was huge, but you could see what Jared Bednar, their coach, was thinking. He threw Val Nichushkin back with McKinnon and Rantanen. He had his top pair out there with Makar and Taves. They went to work on the Stars in scramble mode after they almost got that second goal on the power play, and then just drove it right down the throat of the Stars' defenses. Got a big rebound, a crash to net goal, and a tie game here midway through the hockey game of Game 3.
Rantanen with his third goal and 12th point of the postseason. Both Rantanen and McKinnon were held off the score sheet in Game 2. For each of them, that was the first time this postseason that they did not register a point. Suter knocks it down with a high stick, is the next man to play it, so we get the stoppage with 9:08 left in the second period. 1-1 is the score. Midway through Game 3 in a series that's also tied up 1-1. You're listening to Stars Playoff Hockey, brought to you by PNC Bank, heard right here on The Ticket.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase but is waived if paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Attention homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's time to replace. And right now you can get a free in-home consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen. Plus, during the month of May, you can buy one window or door and get one 40% off when you buy 4 or more windows or doors. Just text WALL to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 12 months. That's right, you don't pay a dime for 12 months. Text WALL to 200-300 to buy one window or door and get one 40% off. And right now, save an extra $200 off your entire purchase. Hurry, this incredible offer is only in May. Text WALL to 200-300. Text the word WALL to 200-300. WALL to 200-300. Hey, baseball fans! Maverick Windows is hitting it out of the park this season. From now until October, when you purchase energy-efficient windows, you're not just scoring a home run on Slash Energy Savings. We'll also hook you up with free baseball tickets to the ballpark in Arlington. This exclusive offer is your ticket to enjoy America's favorite pastime in the state-of-the-art ballpark. Call Maverick Windows at 800-972-3631 or visit us online at maverickwindows.com. And step right up for free tickets to the game with new windows.
The Stars on The Ticket.
The Ticket! Just a minute into the second half of regulation of Game 3 here in Denver at Ball Arena. The Big Mason Jar, the pickling vessel, the Moonshiner Center. Did you know? I know people are waiting for a did you know tonight.
I'm one of them.
Did you know a regular mason jar holds 32 ounces, and it dates back to 1858. A tinsmith, John Landis Mason, created it.
One-timer Ottinger made the save. Gives us a chance to follow up if there are any other mason jar details.
No, I get it all in before the
right.
drop of the puck.
Well played.
But that's the beginning of it all. And look, the Stars, in some ways, semi-fortunate that they're tied here at ball, getting outshot 21-8. And this has felt like this in the second period. Outside of that power play set, they spent a ton of time on their side of the equator.
Stars were outshot 12-5 back in the first. They've been outshot 9-3 so far in the second. They're going to redo that face-off as Ben pulled up. Rantanen swept it away from nobody.
Yeah, the Avalanche have just played more on their toes, more with 5 guys in the attacking zone, and the Stars have been unable so far to get through that and race up the ice.
Rantanen was good in Game 2 in the Dots, won 9 of 13, but the Stars captain bests him here, and Dallas brings it up. Pavelski off of his stick, out of the reach, though, of Ben. Re-entrance from Colorado, swiped away by Dallas's Harley, who gets the puck back, moves it across. Open ice for Miro Heiskanen. Heiskanen shoots it in from the red line. Heiskanen has the assist on the Stars' lone goal from Stankoven. So far, he's the only player with points in all 3 games in the series. Johnston's turnaround shot blocked in the slot. Back the other way comes McKinnon. He leaves it. Rantanen holds up. Nice move, a shot. And Pavelski stayed with him long enough to deflect it away.
Oh, Harley got a block in behind, too. The Stars have been excellent at that in the playoffs, the layer to their defending.
Left wing side, the Avalanche cross it up to Makar. He feeds it top of the zone. Walker looking for a lane. His shot slowed down by the stick of McKinnon, who gathers. Avalanche, everything they do when their top guys are out there looks like it's in hyper speed as Dallas clears it out, mixes in a partial change.
Well, every time that top line's on the ice, Makar's on the ice, so it feels like there's 4 forwards, not 3 forwards and 2 defensemen.
The big 3 forwards, Nichushkin along with Rantanen and McKinnon, in the first 2 games, all averaged 25 minutes of ice time per game. Helped out a little bit by that overtime in Game 1, but still more than almost everybody else in the series and miles more than any forwards. Left wing side, unable to cleanly handle it.
Speaking of Miles.
Miles Wood. Tyler Seguin lifts it out to center. Glove down Marchment. Completes the quick handoff. Niels Lundqvist. The defenseman puts it on net. Georgiev the save, and deep in his crease had to hang on. The whistle eventually came from referee Steve Kozari a little bit later than the Avalanche wanted it.
Well, one thing that was a big topic, obviously, any team, I think in any sport, probably basketball is the same coming into altitude, 5,280 feet above sea level. Keep shifts short. That's the number one thing. A regular shift in the NHL is about 45 seconds. Under 40 should be the goal, and most of the Stars are doing that in the game. It's been in and around that. The biggest culprit of long shifts has been Mason Marchment.
Here's Suter from the blue line. Shot was going wide, reached down and gloved anyway by Georgiev, who has been a spectator for most of the 33 minutes so far in the hockey game.
Yeah, I kind of admire what he does, though, because the same thing happened early in this series where he stood around. Remember back in Game 1, like nothing, and then all of a sudden a grade A opportunity and a phenomenal stop. And he seems to have that mental aspect of his game to do that. It's not easy.
Crazy how the playoffs started for him. It was a full-blown goalie controversy the way he finished the season, and then that Game 1 against Winnipeg, a 7-6 Jets win. Stankoven banks it, not out of the zone. Parise keeps it low for Middlestat. And left circle, Parise in front off the iron. Val Nichushkin just missed. Rung it off the outside of the post stick side of Ottinger. And out of play.
Man, that happened in a hurry. A little cutter out of the left wing corner, and Ottinger was maybe overguarding his short side. There was room there. I think Val just missed the mark. He hasn't missed much in these playoffs. No question about that. Every single game, 9 total. A bit of a one-skill scorer, though. With him, it's just goals. They're very, what does he have, 1 assist? He's a shooter-finisher.
Tied an NHL record by scoring in the first 7 games of the postseason. Only Pat LaFontaine had ever done that, icing against the Stars. And yeah, you're right. He has had glorious chances. That play to himself where he missed the top left corner, that one just missed right, and he is a threat.
Well, the goal that he was credited for that kept the streak alive was off his shin pad. It's the ugliest one he's scored in these playoffs, I think. Stars have to hang on to pucks a little more. They're getting murdered in the possession game here in the second period.
Starting with the latest face-off, and the Avalanche go to work in the attack zone. Nate McKinnon up to the left point. Taves slides it to Makar. His shot goes wide of the net. Pavelski tried to reverse it on the backhand. Didn't take it cleanly. Kept alive by Colorado. Makar funnels it low for Rantanen, who has the Avalanche goal. Mikko Rantanen working the attack zone. Holds up. Feeds McKinnon. Back for Rantanen. One-timer save made. Rebound is loose. Taken by Ben. Patiently waits as he turned. Spotted an outlet. Johnston. Dallas can chip in and chase. Wyatt Johnston. Knocked down just outside the trapezoid. And worked free by Ben. The puck is loose. Handled by Rantanen. Didn't get it deep from the red line. Thomas Harley, the counterattack for Dallas. Harley goes wide on Lehkonen. Harley to the net, save, rebound, and unable to get a piece on it. Cutting through the slot was Evgeny Dodonov.
Man, Mikko Rantanen can't even move right now. I didn't think he was going to get back into his own zone there. He's in his own zone now, but they're getting destroyed because of that.
Stars on the attack. Up and down the right side is Sam Steele behind the net. Cut off by Rantanen. And then he ties up his man, Makar. Rantanen, Makar, Taves have all been out there over a minute and a half as they're finally able to change as they dump it to the Star zone. Here's Steele through center ice, hits the line, help on either side, chooses left to Donoff, back across, score! The cut to the net, and the Stars reclaim the lead. Tyler Seguin.
Well, this is all backwash from the extended shift that Rantanen and company got caught out there, because as they're trying to get their change in, a real quick outlet pass by Chris Tanev springs them going forward. They hit it in their lanes, and Evgeny Dodonov finds a window to hit the back door from the left wing side straight through the slot. Tyler Seguin making a beaming bolt for the back post. Tucks it home. What a humongous goal that is for the Stars. In a second period, they've been out-possessed by a healthy margin, and they're ahead again.
They're back in. Seguin right circle, and he fires a wrister high and wide. Seguin was so instrumental in the regular season series against the Avalanche. Played 3 games, had 2 goals in each of them. He had the key shorthanded goal that turned into the game winner in Game 2. He's got the go-ahead marker here late in the second of Game 3. Avs are back on the attack. Colton up to Walker. Slides it back down for Colton. Good stick by Esa Lindell, and he's able to clear it out. This will be icing against Dallas. 4:05 left in the second. Seguin second of the postseason from Dodonov, and Steele even strength at 15-13.
Yeah, so with the arithmetic, what is that now? 8 goals in 5 games against the Avalanche this year, because he missed one, right, in the regular season. I mean, he is the Stars' offense in a lot of ways against the Avalanche. Certainly the tip of the spear of it.
What Jason Robertson is to the Vegas Golden Knights, Tyler Seguin is to these Colorado Avalanche. To the blocker side of Ottinger, face-off is pulled back by the Avs. They control. Taves shot hit bodies and kept alive behind the net. Mikko Rantanen will bank it up to Makar from inside the line. Blocked by Marchment. It snapped his stick in half, but got it out to the Colorado blue line.
I mean, he might have been gone, but Makar skates so well, I don't know.
Matt Duchene Snaps it up ahead for Stankoven. He had the first goal, the only one, back in the front half of this hockey game. Then the Avalanche Rantanen made it 1-1. Less than 5 minutes later, Sagan reclaimed the lead for Dallas. The Avs going to work. Save Ottinger on the chance from Parise. Circling the zone, left side Girard. Nice spin move on Stankoven. The hand back, McKinnon. Now in the low slot, a shovel backhand attempt. Nichushkin sent it wide. Good stick down by Ryan Suter. Broke up a centering pass. Getting knocked down, Stankoven at center. On we go. Power plays in the game. 3-1 favoring Colorado. No special team scoring. Stick lift hints on Parise. Gets it back. Feeds it through the top of the crease. Kept in by Manson at the blue line. Glove down Parise. Holds up. Feeds it left circle. A rolling puck. It hopped on Girard.
I don't know why Zach Parise didn't just walk. He was on his forehand. Could have stepped to the slot. Stars are tickled he didn't.
Played via high stick by the Avalanche. We will step aside. 2:42 left in the second. Stars in front of the Avalanche 2-1 in Game 3. This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on the ticket.
Thanks for calling Toyota. This is Jan.
Hi, Jan. I just adopted a new best friend, and I'm looking for a Toyota so we can make the most out of summer.
With a new RAV4, you can take your pup for a drive up the coast. You can take a Prius to the park for some tug-of-war. Or you can take a Tundra to kayak at a remote lake.
One problem, Jan.
Oh?
My new best friend's a cat.
Your summer starts here, but it all ends June 3rd. Toyota, let's go places. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
TXU Energy is changing the game with Live Your Free, the first and only plan of its kind that automatically adapts each month to give you free energy when you use it most.
What if I use the most during the day?
Enjoy free energy all day, every day.
What if I suddenly become a night owl?
Your nights are free, automatically.
What if I go weekend warrior?
Free energy all weekend, my friend.
So the savings change with me.
And you never have to change a thing. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Children's Health is the official pediatric home of Dallas Stars fans. Every day, Children's Health is pushing the boundaries of what incredible care for children looks like. From groundbreaking research to technological innovations, Children's Health is constantly discovering the cutting-edge treatments that lead to greater outcomes. From their relentless care teams to their commitment to every family, Children's Health will stop at nothing to give kids the care they need for the future they deserve. Visit childrens.com to learn more.
This is Dallas Stars Hockey on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310.
The Ticket! 2:42 to go in the second period here in Denver. Stars leading the Avalanche 2-1 in Game 3. Series tied at 1. They have essentially saddled Rantanen and Nichushkin and certainly Nate McKinnon here in the second period. McKinnon and Rantanen have played more than any Dallas Star, including all their defensemen. You don't see that very often.
North of 15 minutes. The Stars, Miro Heiskanen will play it off his sticks. Out towards center, pinballs around Ben as one of the Avs fell down. It was Josh Manson. He opts back up. Parise the forward, unable to clear. Thomas Harley snaps a shot. Fought off by Georgiev. Ben on the left wing side tries to keep it going for Dallas. Nichushkin had it. Then a little slip toe drag move to get away from the swipe of Pavelski, install it deep on the change.
Another really good play and read by Thomas Harley defensively.
Avalanche create a turnover in the Star zone. Ross Colton up at the line. Over to Jack Johnson. Johnson, switch of directions for Colton. One-timer blocked by Johnston. Out to center it falls. Final 100 seconds as the Stars were making a change. The Avs played the puck right in front of them. Dallas has already been nabbed for too many men in the game. Walker's bid blocked. Out to center, poked along. Dodonov spinning across the blue line. Walker got it back. It's offside. That close to another rush for the Stars.
Yeah, and Evgeny Dodonov springing it 2 goals in back-to-back games, 4 and 5 against Vegas. Didn't have any points in 4 games since, but a primary beauty to set up Sagan for the go-ahead goal here in the second period. I think Wyatt Johnston's had a really good game too, and that's the thing about the kid. He doesn't have to hit the score sheet in order to impact the game. He's played hard. He's been good defensively. Game 2 was the was only the third playoff game without a point for young Wyatt, and it was the first one that the Stars had won when he didn't pick up a point in the game. And that's that depth thing again. We're witnessing it, I think, tonight in Denver to the nth degree, where it's their few against the Stars' many, and we'll see which side sorts it out in the end.
The Stars' many leading at 2-1 late stages of the second period. Rantanen brings it back in for Colorado. Worked loose along the wall, but Dallas doesn't clear initially. Now it's bumped out to center. McKinnon, Rantanen, Lehkonen, the forwards with Taves and Makar. Sometimes it feels like you're playing the NHL video game and you turn line changes off when the Avalanche are out there. And they never seem to slow down. Tanev picks it off underneath the end line. Cannot clear. It's kept in by Rantanen. The Stars' Esa Lindell takes over. He's got time and space as Colorado has to peel off.
That's smart defending by the Stars. They see Rantanen's eyes at the glass, so they just...
Here is Middlestat cutting into the forehand. Delays. He didn't get the shot he wanted. He went past the crease on the forehand. Now numbers for Dallas. Right wing side. Dodonov a cutting Sagan. And unable to get it. Now he's got it back for Sagan, who settles. Up top, Duchesne flings a shot that goes wide. May have been blocked there. Right back to Suter. To the left circle, Duchesne. Off his stick to the right corner. 11 seconds left in the period. Manson able to skate. Lumbers it out towards center. Keeps it on his stick. Ran into traffic. Avalanche have to reset. Then Suter punches it forward as the final seconds tick away. So after all of that, the Stars get their first power play. The Avalanche started the period on their third power play. The swings and the pressure of Colorado. The second period on the scoreboard winds up being a wash, and the Stars have a 2-1 lead at second intermission.
What a messy little line change for their defense that it was almost costly as the Stars went to work with Sagan and Duchesne and company and came close and certainly scared the dickens out of the Avalanche. You know, they got hammered for the too many men on the ice penalty early in the game, but the line changes have been actually really good for the Stars, and it was a line change that created the go-ahead goal in the second period as Smith went off and Tyler Sagan hopped on and just made a beeline for the back post, and Dodonov set him up, and that's the separation in the game. That and a lot of good work by Jake Ottinger down in his net. Some excellent defending at times in their own zone. And look, it's easy to witness this and see what it really is, and especially when you get almost 3 full games into a series. I mean, you have to hold your breath and hold them at bay when their big boys are on the ice. It's 4 or 5 guys against your entire team, and lots of guys are going to have to play against them over and over and over again because they play so much. And man, it felt like they were out there every second shift of that second period.
Because they were, as the Avalanche big guys, all north of 16 minutes. Lehkonen, Rantanen, and McKinnon, and then Makar leads them all with 17 and a half minutes so far logged. So, all right, the Stars, they've got a 2-1 lead, and I'll go ahead and be Captain Obvious talking about the third period approaching with the Stars leading. It's the third time in as many games. This has been Colorado's period, really, in the regular season and certainly in this series. What is the message and what are the Stars doing these next 15, 16 minutes as they prepare to try and protect a lead in the third?
Oh, they led after the first, they led after the second. In their minds, they believe they'll lead after the third period as well. They're going to have to hang on to the puck and be a little cleaner at getting out of their own zone than they were in the second period. The last thing on earth you want to do is continue to gift the puck to those guys and let them run around in your end of the rink. And that happened a lot in that second period. Stars up after one in the regular season were 22-4-1. Up after 2 periods in the regular season, they were 38-3-2. Only Vancouver had more wins than them when they were ahead after 2. And I think there's belief that you're going to do all the right things when you've done it over 82 games the right way and built a record like that. Stay out of the box. Keep your shift short. Third periods is where sometimes the lack of oxygen can catch up to players who've been screaming around the rink trying to chase those big boys. And you were saying in the second period about, how are they able to keep up their pace when they play so much? Got to remember, too, they train at altitude, so they should get the advantage in that regard. A lot of athletes in various sports train at altitude to get that kind of advantage, albeit at sea level. So just play disciplined, play smart, and cash in when you get an opportunity. But they can't spend as much time as they did in that second period in their own zone again in the third, because it's going to end up being power plays or ricochet goals or just problems in general if that happens.
Fans, anyone can learn to play hockey by participating in the Dallas Stars Rookies Program presented by Whataburger. All equipment is provided. No experience is necessary for this free 5-week program. Sign up today, DallasStars.com/rookies. Despite being outshot so far 23-13 in the game, the Stars lead Game 3 by the score of 2-1 at second intermission from Ball Arena in Denver. Stick around, because coming up next, Owen Newkirk, Bruce Levine have your Kia second intermission report. That comes your way right after these words. You're listening to Stars Stanley Cup Playoff Hockey on the Ticket.
Hi everybody, Scott Innes here. For 25 years, I've been voicing lovable cartoon dogs like Scooby-Doo, Astro. Hey, I love puppies and dogs. And now I get to help pets that need a voice to save their lives. That's where the Puppy Food Bank comes in. The Puppy Food Bank helps pet rescue organizations so they can feed puppies. For just $11 a month, you can save a pet's life. Go to puppyfoodbank.org now and donate, and they'll send you a nice gift. Puppy Food Bank is proudly supported by Thomas J. Henry.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money. That never happens with Orchard. Disappointing offers can wear you down, causing you to settle for thousands less. You don't have to settle when you sell with Orchard. Orchard reinvented the real estate industry by guaranteeing your home sale and helping you sell on the market for top dollar. First, Orchard lists your home for top dollar. Then they make you an impressive guaranteed backup cash offer. This gives you the confidence to hold out for the price you deserve. Here's what one Orchard customer said. The peace of mind of the guaranteed offer is why I went with Orchard. And when you sell for more, the rest is yours. My home sold on the market for far more than I expected. With Orchard's guaranteed cash offer, you never have to settle for less. Curious what Orchard will pay you for your home? Visit Orchard.com for a free, no-obligation cash offer. That's Orchard.com.
It's Matt Alsbrook, the Texas Law Dog. You can usually find me at our principal office in Arlington, Texas. But if I'm not there, rest assured you'll probably find me down at the courthouse. When the insurance companies refuse to open up their pocketbooks, believe me, I'm more than ready to open up those courtroom doors. I've handled thousands of car and truck wreck injury cases, and I'm on standby to help you with yours. Call me day or night at 817-775-5364 or at thetexaslawdog.com.
I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. Before selecting an AC company, please take 10 minutes to go read Google reviews. There's an epidemic of salesmen disguised as technicians trying to con people into buying new systems. The reviews are all the same. The tech comes out, disappears for 10 minutes, then says you need a whole new system for $15,000. Those lucky enough to get a second opinion often report there was nothing wrong with their system in the first place. At Reliant Air Conditioning, our techs don't work on commission and they don't sell new systems. While we're certainly not perfect, I personally get involved with every negative review to make sure we make it right. So choose 2 other companies first, read their reviews, and then read ours, and you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Right now, you can combine factory and utility rebates to save over $5,000 on a brand new system. Our number's 877-YOUR-HERO or ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Why'd the kid jump off the boat?
I don't know. Why?
peer pressure.
Oh, good one, Ned.
Ned isn't funny, but Ned owns a boat, and you don't. So every time Ned tells another one of his unfunny boat puns, you're going to laugh loud and keep on laughing until you get a boat of your own.
A pier where you put a boat.
Yeah, I get it.
And when you do get a boat of your own, make sure you save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Your Dallas Stars, your favorite station. Sports Radio, 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Welcome, everybody, to the Dallas Stars' second intermission report, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. After 40 minutes of play in Game 3 in Colorado, it's the Dallas Stars 2 and the Avalanche 1. Owen Newkirk alongside Bruce Levine. Let's take a look at the period recap and highlights, brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play. Bruce, this is exactly what the Stars wanted, leading after 2, but this was nearly one-way traffic for much of the period.
Yeah, Dallas did spend a lot of that second period on their heels. If they got the puck out of their own zone, it was just the high flip out to center ice or the dump into the Colorado end to make a change. Somehow they're up 2-1. You want to see this third period spent a little more in the Colorado zone. This is a Dallas Stars team that knows of the Avalanche's ability to come back from deficits in the third period, and the best way to play defense against Colorado is make them skate 200 feet, keep the puck in their zone. Easier said than done, but right now, shots 23. Oh, they added one. 23-13. They keep doing this.
They always like to mess with us.
But for the Dallas Stars, the 2-1 going into the third, they'll take it.
The Stars actually were even in high danger chances in the second period, believe it or not, even though they were outchanced 14-9 by Colorado. Sam Steele had a high danger chance from Dodonov, top of the crease. Georgiev made the save, but that's a harbinger of things to come later as Dodonov played setup man later in the period. On a power play for the Stars, good looks for the second unit, couldn't score. Back to 5-on-5, and the top line for the Avs tie the game.
Taves feeds it over to McKinnon. Weaves, nice move, save, rebound, score! Mikko Rantanen cleaned up the second effort. McKinnon with the dance your way to the net, set up chance. Andre made the save, the rebound stayed loose, and the game is tied.
Rantanen's third of the playoffs from McKinnon and Taves at 10:24, and it's a 1-1 hockey game.
This is that speed of Nate McKinnon we talk about so much. He comes with the blue line on the left side, see the play is dead, and puts on the afterburners, cuts left to right, takes the pass from Taves, beelines for the net, cuts back in the middle around 10. A great move there. Gets the backhand. Ottinger makes the save, but the rebound flutters behind him, and Rantanen on the doorstep with the easy backhander in. But that is Nate McKinnon. We talk so much about him coming through the neutral zone. His starting, stopping, and turning speed is incredible, and you saw it on that goal.
Then Val Nichushkin hit the post on a one-time wrist shot in the left slot. Stars dodge a bullet there. More pressure. Counterattack time.
Here's Steele through center ice, hits the line, help on either side, chooses left to Donna, back across, score! The cut to the net, and the Stars reclaim the lead. Tyler Seguin.
Second of the playoffs, second in as many games for Seguin. Dodonov and Steele the assist at 15-13, 2-1 Dallas.
And this is a 3-on-2 as the Stars force the turnover and neutral ice. Sam Steele with speed comes over the blue line, gets it to Dodonov on the left side, and Tyler Seguin, who's hopped off the bench because Craig Smith made a quick change, comes off the bench, goes right to the net, and Dodonov with a brilliant cross-ice pass right on the tape. Easy tap in for Tyler Seguin, who now has 8 goals against Colorado this year, 6 in the regular season, goals in back-to-back games here, and Dallas has a 2-1 lead heading in the third. All things considered, power plays and time on ice in their own zone, you will take this every day of the week.
All right, 2-1 after 2 here on the ticket.
This is Dallas Stars hockey on the ticket. KTCK-FM Flower Mound, KTCK-AM Dallas-Fort Worth, Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
This is Chris Lewis of Chris Lewis & Associates.
Sometimes it pays to have a star on your team, like when you're accused of a serious crime or become the victim of a severe injury due to negligence. Events like these can destroy the life you've built unless you take fast action. Reach out to lewisdefense.com or call 214-444-1000. Let us fight for you. That's lewisdefense.com, your star team for criminal defense and serious injury representation.
Stars fans, every player that has ever skated onto the ice has had a dream to be a champion. Ford has been a part of making those dreams come true. With every drive to hockey practice and travel to every road game, Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs have carried us forward. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Stars and proud sponsor of a dream. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
You probably only think about insurance when you need it. But at Higginbotham, we have local insurance specialists from coast to coast thinking about your risk and how to cover them year-round. We start with listening and end with a custom solution that fits your needs and budget. Whether it's for your home, car, family, business, or employees, Higginbotham protects what matters most to you. Higginbotham makes insurance policies personal.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Right now at 7-Eleven, get a Big Bite hot dog and a large Big Gulp drink for only $3. It's the kind of big meal that'll make you feel like a big deal. A big shot, a BIP. That's big important person. You could be top dog with a hot dog, a big wig with a big gulp. Stop by 7-Eleven and grab a big meal deal for only $3 with 7 rewards. But don't get a big head.
Valid through 1/7/25. 7-Eleven has the right to end this promotion early. All rights reserved. Plus tax. Participating U.S. stores only. See app for full terms.
Stars fans, every player that has ever skated onto the ice has had a dream to be a champion. Ford has been a part of making those dreams come true. With every drive to hockey practice and travel to every road game, Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs have carried us forward. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Stars and proud sponsor of a dream. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Hey, Stars fans, Marty Turco here for Valley Ridge Roofing. Have you noticed water stains on the ceiling or walls of your home or business? With storm season upon us, there's a good chance that you have. So do what the Stars do when we have roofing issues and call Valley Ridge Roofing. They'll do a no-obligation assessment of your property and provide you with a detailed report, absolutely free. And if repairs are needed, there's no one more qualified to do the job than Valley Ridge Roofing, the official roofing contractor of your Dallas Stars. Visit their website at vrrctx.com.
At PNC Bank, we're one of North Texas's biggest fans. That's why we're an official partner of the Dallas Stars. And that's why we're here to assist on your every financial goal. With innovative solutions, personalized service, and online and mobile tools to help you bank on your own time, even in overtime. We're proud to support the Stars and North Texas's financial goals. Learn more at pnc.com/tech. PNC Bank National Association, member FDIC.
Stars fans, every player that has ever skated onto the ice has had a dream to be a champion. Ford has been a part of making those dreams come true. With every drive to hockey practice and travel to every road game, Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs have carried us forward. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Stars and proud sponsor of a dream. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
The Dallas Stars, live on Sports Radio, 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Dallas Stars second intermission report brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. And with the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Higginbotham Insurance, here's Bruce.
Brady Shea with a goal in the third period late on the power play. Carolina avoids the sweep at the hands of the Rangers. They win 4-3. Game 5 in Madison Square Garden Monday night before the Stars Avalanche playing at 8:30 Central Time for Game 4.
All right, back to the third period. Stars leading 2-1. Here's Josh and Razor.
Thank you very much. 0-2-1. Stars have the lead. They will begin this third period skating 5-on-5. Stankoven in the first, Rantanen in the second, Sagan in the second. That's your scoring summary as this series tied at 1 and both teams trying to take a 2-1 series lead.
Yeah, and here you go. We started the night talking about why the Avalanche are the best home team in the NHL, why the Dallas Stars are the best road team in this league, and it's on display tonight, and it's probably going to come down to just that at the end of it. You know, McKinnon's the problem if you're in this building against them, and he's been problematic tonight. He will be in the third period. For the Stars, they win on the road with team and with depth. You know, it's a first goal from Logan Stankoven, and it's a fourth-line goal that has them ahead. They're playing to their DNA, and we'll see whether they can play 60 minutes to their DNA and take a 2-1 lead in this series.
So far in this series, if you look at third period and overtime, the Avalanche have outscored the Stars 5-1. The one for Dallas was the empty netter that sealed off the Game 2 victory. We're underway in the third period. Immediately stolen away by Robertson. Nicely in on the forecheck. Gets it back from Stankoven. Robertson hints Stankoven out there. Wraparound chance. Save made. Georgiev. And Stankoven keeps it moving along the wall. Manson had a chance to clear, and they say it was kept in on the blue line by Lindell. Stars pulled off for a partial change. Manson uses the glass, clears to center ice.
I think perhaps a first shift indicator of how the Stars would like to protect this one goal lead. Go after them. Protect it in the offensive zone.
Icing against the Stars. It was a tremendous opening shift, but now they'll have to settle for a defensive zone draw 44 seconds into the third period.
Didn't understand what Sam Girard was doing there. He finally got the puck after some tremendous work by Jason Robertson down in behind the net, and then he just skated himself right into Logan Stankoven. They got away with it.
Rantanen on the left wing circle against Johnston, who wins it for the Stars. Harley around, trapped on the boards by Ben. Quick exit out for Pavelski. His pass picked off at center by Rantanen. Comes back to the forward Rantanen, taken away by the Stars. Ben with a pass was out of the reach of Wyatt Johnston, and he gets knocked down by Taves, and they slide into the corner. Fought for, and it bumps free from the pile. Cale Makar. Nifty switch of directions behind the net.
Oh my
Pavelski
God.
tripped over the net trying to stay with him. Boy, you can get oohs and ahs 200 feet away from the target. You know you've done something right. Left wing side, it's McKinnon. Over for Jack Johnson. Little head fake on Wyatt Johnston. Johnson with a backhand save. Ottinger and gets the glove on the rebound for the whistle.
Cale Makar had 7 blocked shots in Game 2. Man, that's what you want if you're the Dallas Stars. Him in his own zone without the puck. Him with the puck in his own zone is a vision. Man, he was liquid in behind the net, went between the legs, had Joe breaking ankles and bumbling his way. It's unfair. Respect your elders.
Stars win a defensive zone faceoff. Matt Duchene takes some contact, moved it up for Sagan. His goal right now stands as the difference maker. Heavy check. Parisi fumbled it, then got knocked down by Marchment, who ran right through him. Fought for in the Colorado trapezoid. Played up the wall, kept in Tanev. Shot off the glove of Georgiev. Bounces to Middlestad. He's got Val Nichushkin. Crossing the center line for Parisi. Walker left circle. Back across, broken up. Mason Marchment was there. They were looking for Nichushkin. Marchment, as the Stars bring it back in. Cut down by Girard. Feeds it forward, Nichushkin. Gallops across the Dallas blue line. Getting back is Craig Smith. Sent along the end wall. Tapped by Lindell. Up the wall, and it goes to the circle. Room for Lindell. He can clear on the bank. No icing. Manson takes the handoff from Georgiev. Brandon Duhaime the spin. Cut off at center ice. Dodonov's back in, chips it wide. Dodonov to the forehand, backhand, left pad. Georgiev kept it out, kept alive now by Smith. Georgiev scrambling, and Smith's shot was blocked by Manson. Took Georgiev a while to get reset because of the contact. Dallas could never get the puck on net.
Been a bit of a rugged start to the third period for Sam Girard on defense for them.
Taves holds it in. Third period, a little bit more than 3 minutes gone by. Trennan looked like he was hit up high with something. No call. He glances back at the referee, upset that there wasn't one.
That something was Craig Smith's stick.
Power plays in the game are 3-1 in favor of Colorado. Neither team has scored on the man advantage. Good play behind the end line by the Stars in their defensive zone. Hintz, and then he gets hit by Colton, separated from the puck. Wood back across, clipped the corner of the blue paint, goes wide through the crease. Taves left point. Didn't get a tip in front. Worked right back to Devon Taves. Right wing side Makar, and it's gloved by Ottinger, who holds on, and then a little bit of a temper flare between Suter and Wood.
There hasn't been a ton of that here tonight, or really in the series. I mentioned off the hop that I was surprised there wasn't a little more friction from the Avalanche after Devon Taves got blown up by Jamie Benn last game. Rope Hintz got chunked in the high slot. Seems to be fine. Sort of dodged a percentage of it. The Avalanche have been heavy tonight. The hits in the game are 31-15 on their favor.
Face-off in the Star zone, glove side of Jake Ottinger. And it's pulled back by the Avs. A shot blocked by Johnston. Out to challenge the shooter Taves, and deflected it up and out of play.
I think the Stars forwards have done extremely good work defensively, either hustling back to cover in and around their own net or getting out on their points and forcing them to search for a different shooting lane.
Avalanche win another draw. Here's Taves, left side Makar. One-timer, Ottinger was square to it, made the save. Dallas clears.
It was weird because Devon Taves had a clear lane and acres of ice in front of him, and this time elected to go over to his partner.
Lindell gets to a loose puck in front of Lehkonen. Ben awaits it as it rides the dasher. Out to the line, kept in McKinnon. Fling it rink wide, Stars with a chance to clear. Johnston will. And then Ben throws a hard check on Rantanen. The two of them wrestle for a bit right in front of the Dallas bench.
Forced a little turnover in neutral ice from that, but Stars couldn't do anything with it.
Middlestat. His pass too far for Parise, who took it off the wall. Back to the top of the zone, Girard. Bounced one off his stick, left corner, Nichushkin. Out to the left point, Girard, gloved by Ottinger. Saw it the entire way, no one around. He secures with 15-13 left in the third period, still 2-1 Dallas.
Yeah, look, he's going to need to do that a little bit in the third period. If he can see it, glove it, hang on to it, trust your group to be able to win a draw and get out of there. Because the more cycling chaos that goes on, the more problems come in for the Stars' defensive zone coverage. They got to find a way, though, to hang on to a puck and make a play. They're just turning it over.
They win the faceoff to the Avalanche. Nichushkin's shot went off bodies and wide. Cleared by Dallas. Out to the Colorado Blue, the forward Nichushkin. Well, bump it along. Middlestat, the turn. Exits the Av zone. Takes some contact across center and tosses in. Ottinger will keep it underneath the end line. Harley for Heiskanen. The backhand off the glass and cleared out by Dallas.
This is pretty good work in neutral ice. They made him picket fence his way across there with their structure and their neutral zone defense.
Val Nichushkin puts it in. Suter from the slot. Bouncing puck, able to play keep away. And a cross corner dump in by Dallas off the top of the glass, stays in play. Fourth line is out there for the Stars. They're on the attack. Dodonov knocked down Manson, centered. Cogliano had inside position on Smith. Cogliano through center, dumps it in from the red line. Ottinger quickly keeps it moving. Suter, the chop, out to center. Lifted back in by the Avs, but they were behind the center line, so the fourth line for Colorado will not be able to change its icing. And the Stars send the Robertson trio over the boards.
Well, the two fourth lines were on the ice when Tyler Seguin hopped on the ice with the Stars' fourth line and scored that go-ahead goal. It's been, I don't even know if it's been a three-line game for the Avalanche. Certainly the fourth line hasn't played very much tonight.
Colorado wins the face-off. They're able to get the puck down deep. They can make the change they couldn't prior to the icing whistle. Thomas Harley accelerates out of his zone. Puck on his stick as he enters the Avalanche end. Drop off for Tanev. Near the blue line, in deep for Robertson, who got hit by Colton. Slipped back for Robertson, behind the net, Rope Hintz. Around for Tanev, cuts down the half wall. Hintz to Tanev, and did not keep it in. So the Stars have to pull off while the Avalanche have plenty of time. They mix in a change as well. Devon Taves over to Makar. A little bit of pressure applied by Wyatt Johnston. Makar got it to Taves, and he's got Pavelski nearby. The two of them continue a game of catch, all inside the Colorado zone. Now they throw it into drive, but don't cleanly find McKinnon at center. Miro Heiskanen gets it around, puck on edge, down the sheet. This will be icing against the Stars.
Well, not the icing, but the Stars will certainly take what the Avalanche just did all day long, and it's sort of back-to-back shifts where the Stars have been really good in between the two blue lines at center, not allowing the Avalanche with their group to skate into the Star zone and try to create something. Now it comes down to face-offs. Jamie Benn's been excellent again tonight. I mean, it's always a redundancy with Jamie. Can he win this one on that side?
Against McKinnon, glove side of Ottinger. It is pulled back by the Stars. They don't initially clear, and they don't get it across the blue line. Horseshoe around, awaiting it is Walker on the left side wall. Nice move past Ben, down the hash marks into the corner. Walker, the defenseman, in deep. Keeps it going around the perimeter. Backhand chip by McKinnon. And then back upstairs to McKinnon. On the forehand, his feed goes to Walker. Tight angle, and his shot goes wide. Sam Girard holds it in. Nate McKinnon leaves it for Walker. On the blue line. Walker installs it deep. Got away from the reach of McKinnon, and then it got through Girard, but he's able to keep it in. Girard across the zone. Forehand shot loose after it hit a swarm of bodies. Kicked by Suter to the sidewall. Kept in by the Avs. They've got the pressure. A shot trickled wide. Ottinger made the save, and it got through him and just wide of the near post. Stars clear and can change.
Man, all that cycling. They had him in the wash. They're living right.
Rantanen back in for Nichushkin. He holds up. Curls on the left wing. Down into the corner. One-handed attempt to stab it forward by the Stars. They will. Here's Mason Marchment through center ice. Across the Colorado blue line. Sagan high slot. His shot. Hit bodies. It's loose. And Georgiev kept the right pad down as it trickled to the corner. Counterattack for Colorado. Up and down they go. 11:27 and counting remaining in the third period. Stars with a 2-1 lead. Game 3 series tied at 1. Here's Esa Lindell crossing the Colorado line. Leaves for Marchment. Shot! And goes wide. Georgiev with the stick in the right hand. Helped it there. Off of the referee's skates. Dies on the far side boards. Jack Johnson had it for a moment. Dislodged. Middlestat. Spin on the forehand to shed the pressure of Steele. Then plucked away by Craig Smith. Keeps it in. Off his stick. Steele turns. Fires the redirection to Donov. Just missed the mark. Thomas Harley, wrister, save made, rebound, another stop. Georgiev got the second effort from Steele, sent it up and out of play. It looked for sure like the Stars had the insurance marker. 10:45 left in the third period. It stays 2-1 Dallas. You're listening to Stars Playoff Hockey, brought to you by PNC Bank on the Ticket.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Hey, Stars fans. Marty Turco here for Valley Ridge Roofing. Valley Ridge Roofing is not just a sponsor of the Dallas Stars, they're also our chosen roofing contractor. In fact, Valley Ridge has now completed 7 full roof replacements for Stars facilities, resulting in more energy-efficient buildings and significant cost savings. We chose Valley Ridge Roofing for 3 very good reasons: honesty, quality, and reliability. Valley Ridge Roofing, the official roofing contractor of the Dallas Stars. Visit their website at vrrctx.com.
Sometimes a situation arises where you have to take your best shot. Criminal defense, serious injury, wrongful death. Hi, I'm Chris Lewis. When you need to take your best shot, there's one name to remember: Chris Lewis & Associates, your law firm for criminal defense and catastrophic injury. Don't let a conviction or severe injury destroy your life. When you have one shot, make it your best. Let us fight for you. Call 214-444-1000 or visit lewisdefense.com.
Dallas Stars hockey on the ticket.
The Ticket!
Man, oh man, what a nectarous opportunity for Sam Steele, who has an assist in the game tonight, to give the Stars a little distance on the scoreboard, and a full split tentacular blocker stop by Georgiev. If the Stars hang on to win this tonight, there's going to be an awful lot of accolades thrown at the Stars' depth and their fourth line in particular. They've been excellent tonight.
Attack zone face-off for Dallas. Pulled back by the Stars. Jumping the route, though, and collecting is Miles Wood of the Avalanche. Swings down the left wing side. Heiskanen caught him. They cancel out. The puck is fought for. Kicked by Harley. Shot wide by Wood. Rope hints, reverses. Harley's got some space. Seeks shelter behind the net. Gets smoked out by the pressure of Trennan. Fights his way through center. Harley carries across the line. Wrist shot blocked. Follow-up. And it wouldn't settle for Stankoven, who fanned and then got pickpocketed. He chases after big Yakov Trennan. Stankoven nearly stole it back. Forced Trennan wide on the dump-in.
Yeah, all the guys that badger and torment with their foot speed and tenacity have been on point tonight. And Stankoven's one of them.
McKinnon is back in for Colorado. Snaps it across, was in the skates of Makar. He goes down. Numbers for Dallas. Maybe a 4-on-2. Right side to Dodonov. And he was pressured. Tanev keeps it low for Dodonov. Behind the net, in the trapezoid in front, out of the reach of Steele. And grabbed by McKinnon. He'll accelerate the other way. McKinnon was forced by Lindell, who took the body perfectly. Dallas clears it. Clock continues to move. 9:27 and counting remaining in the third period. Score hasn't changed from the intermission. It's 2-1 Dallas. Avalanche won game 1 in a comeback. Stars held off a comeback to take game 2. Dallas has not trailed at all here in game 3. Johnston unable to turn the corner off the left wing. Jamie Benn picks it off, feeds it up high. Pavelski didn't get much on a shot. And Middlestat on the counter for Colorado. Rifled it too far for Nichushkin. In on Ottinger. He protects and hangs on. 8:54 remaining in the third. Back after this. Stars 2, Avalanche 1 from Ball Arena in Denver on the ticket.
It takes hard work to get to the playoffs, but it's easy to apply for an auto loan with us. Hi, this is Sharon Moore, President and CEO of City Credit Union. Our loan experts will help you through the entire process, and we even handle everything electronically. Check out our Google reviews. We've earned a lot of fans of our own. Get started at citycu.org/apply. City Credit Union is a proud partner of the Dallas Stars.
Certain restrictions apply, subject to credit approval. See Credit Union for details. Federally insured by NCUA.
The fight for justice never ends. In Texas, there's only one name you need to know: Thomas J. Henry Law. We're one of the biggest personal injury firms in Texas with the money to fight for you. We invest in expert witnesses, investigators, and cutting-edge technology because the best evidence wins cases. And you only pay if we win. No upfront fees, no hidden costs. We give back to the communities we serve, from school supplies for tens of thousands of kids to food for families and pets. Thomas J. Henry. Visit us online at tjhlaw.com. San Antonio.
Agile, AI,
DevOps, cloud, bingo! Have you been burned by clowns who play buzzword bingo, or do you want a partner who helped create the buzz? Stop clowning around and bring in the pros from Avature. They develop software to overcome the challenges you and your business face. Avature Software Solutions doesn't play games, they craft success. Avature is a U.S.-based veteran-owned business with a 100% U.S. workforce. So unlock the art of the possible. Contact Avature at aviture.us.com.
Stars hockey on the ticket.
The ticket.
Good to have you with us from Denver tonight. Stars leading the Avalanche 2-1 with 9 minutes to go in regulation. A reminder, your Dallas Stars return home to American Airlines Center for Game 5 on Wednesday night. You won't want to miss a moment of Texas playoff hockey. Limited tickets are on sale at DallasStars.com right now. Who knows how long this series is going to go. If it goes 7, put your money on the Dallas Stars, who are 3-0 against the Avalanche in Game 7s in their epic history against one another.
Avs control. They've got the attack going. Chance from Taves off the wing. Stick save made by Ottinger. It's the 30th shot sent in by the Avs. 29 saves for Ottinger, who has been brilliant from the opening whistle. At the Avalanche blue line, plucked away by the Stars. Nice work, Robertson, then Hintz. Rope Hintz behind the net. Squeezed off by Taves. Stankoven in, gets shoved by McKinnon, keeps it going. Back into the trapezoid, Makar. Another reach. Poke check from Robertson. Arturi Lehkonen forward for McKinnon. McKinnon to the right, Rantanen. Rantanen looks for help, has it, Girard slicing to the slot. Never got a shot away, then he did. As it came right back to him, slid it along the ice, and Ottinger was ready. Good pressure from Tyler Seguin. Takes over, feeds Duchesne. Unable to shoot. Girard stole it back on the wall. Then he gets knocked down by Duchesne. 7:50 and counting to go in regulation time. Stars with a 2-1 lead here in Game 3. Avalanche Girard uses the glass, cleared down. This has enough pace to go the distance for icing against Colorado, stopping the clock with 7:36 left.
I love this though, Josh. It forces them into an icing. They're the team trying to tie the hockey game, and the way the Stars have gone about their business, the third period didn't start this way, but they've gotten to it as it's moved along, where they're protecting their lead with forechecking, with a press, and they're not on their heels. They're not playing prevent. They're not just tossing the puck back to the Avalanche.
The shots mirror exactly that. They're an even 8-8 here in the third period. Stars win the faceoff, go to work. A bid by Johnston was blocked by Rantanen. He and Lehkonen been out there about a minute and a half. Dallas takes over inside their line. Jamie Benn. The dump in, the chase. Walker around. Miles Wood. Ahead for Taves. Devon Taves leads the charge. Talented defenseman for Colorado. Heiskanen, talented in his own right for sure, just calmly knocked it off his blade. And then Taves lost it. Could be a break for the Stars. Joe Pavelski, 2 different Avs hustled back to catch him, including Wood.
He didn't win in that race.
We saw Wood's speed in Game 1 when he hustled for that loose puck and turned in for the overtime game winner. Middlestat the chip. Nichushkin banks it along the backboards. Up to the right wing side. Hopped on Makar. He settles it back down. Got away from Nichushkin on the reach. Tanev clears it. There's an errant glove and a stick right in front of the Dallas bench.
Man, the Avalanche have sent some absolute rockets at one another for passes in the game that have not worked out very well for them. It's been weird. They want to be firm and terse, but they have just sent grenades at one another.
Clock is a friend of the Stars, a foe of the Avalanche. 6:15 and counting as it continues to move. 2-1, Dallas has the lead. Stars clear out to center. Jason Robertson from his blue line floats a lob just out of the reach of Craig Smith. Lindell retreats with possession. Off of Smith, who turns to the bench. Robertson poked to himself to scissor away from Walker. Left side, Logan Stankoven to the blue line. Shot by Heiskanen went wide. Lehkonen turns and grabs out to center. Here with speed is McKinnon. Wide right, McKinnon traps behind the net. He goes down trying to cut. And play goes on. Stankoven across the blue line. Got away. Here's Hintz in front, and it ricochets off Girard and just wide of his own net. Mikko Rantanen carries back in for Colorado. Duhaime on the right wing side. In deep for Trennan. The Stars' Wyatt Johnston has Pavelski, unable to clear it. Pressure down in the form of Manson. Collected by the Stars. They clear. Nice touch, no icing.
Always felt like the Stars have the advantage when Nate McKinnon hits Superman syndrome, and he got a little of that going on right now, trying to go through everybody by himself.
Tip by Trennan. It's a delayed offside against Colorado. Dallas clears it, so it's all moot. We are inside the final 5 of the third period. Stars with a 2-1 lead. Dallas takes over, misses Sagan on the outlet aerial pass. Tyler Sagan's goal at 15-13 of the second right now stands as the difference. Stars pick up in their zone. Mason Marchment delays, didn't clear on the first effort, then he does on the second. Bounces its way across the Dallas blue line, cut down at the center line, and the Stars dump in deep and change.
It's amazing. The Avalanche have struggled to handle the Stars' pressure here in the third period. Like puck pressure all over the ice. They've been excellent.
Misstretched outlet feed by Colorado. Kiviranta gloves it back, taking on Heiskanen. Good work by Craig Smith to be there as well. He clears it over the point man and down to the Avalanche zone. Back into the Stars' end. Plenty of room for Thomas Harley, pursued by 2 forecheckers. Just whips it around the boards to center ice. Not touched by Dadonov, but Georgiev didn't realize it. He went back to play, no icing, and on we go. This has been a long stretch without a whistle. We're down to 3:37 and counting remaining in the third period. Josh Manson, the outlet angled feed. Lehkonen is in, left wing circle. Slowed down, kept it moving forward, around, and nobody home for Colorado. Stars will break in. 2-on-2 Stankoven. Steps wide to his right, back in front. That's fizzled away off the stick of Hintz, who is tied up by Jack Johnson. Icing against the Avalanche. With 3:14 left in the third, the Stars have given them nothing in their push.
No, and even that play, and look, Jack Johnson had been out here a while, so some fatigue in the hands and head there. But he essentially forced that pass into coverage, missed his guy, and it goes all the way down. And the Stars have worked like packs, I mean like border collies, all over the ice to not give the Avalanche clear ice. Time and space has been robbed from them here in the third period.
Ben on the left wing circle against McKinnon. Colorado zone controlled by the Stars. Left wing point. Lindell will just safely keep it wide. Install it deep. Taves turns away from the pressure of Wyatt Johnston. Got it up for Lehkonen. Lehkonen pulls through center.
Ooh, offside. That's dumb.
Rantanen was a good 2 strides in early. 3:01 left in the third. So we will break after the offside whistle. Stars trying to hang on here in Game 3. They've got a 1-goal lead. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Stars Playoff Hockey, brought to you by PNC Bank on the Ticket.
Hey, it's Tyler Sagan.
Across, in front, loose puck. Sagan scored!
Did you know there's a digital home for Texas hockey? Download the official Dallas Stars app, powered by AT&T, to access and easily manage your tickets. Plus, receive access to exclusive in-app contests, streaming, and so much more. Download it now in the App Store and Google Play Store by searching Dallas Stars. The official Dallas Stars app is the only way to manage your Stars tickets.
The statement, "The ticket guys have faces for radio," has never been truer.
Whoa, what is that? Is that a horsefly?
See us act the fool in videos and behind-the-scenes candids. Get inside Ticket Stick and the show stuff you don't want to be missing.
Dance break!
It's like sprinkles on top of your favorite ice cream.
It's an addiction!
See us for yourself online. Facebook, Twitter X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Yep. We're at DFW Ticket everywhere you are.
Oh, I'm in for that.
Tasty. Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket. The Stars on The Ticket.
The Ticket!
I think most observers and experts would have not seen this one tonight. A low-scoring 2-1 game between these two clubs who like to race to 4 or 5 goals for a win. But the goaltending's been excellent, especially Jake. He's been marvelous here tonight in a big tilt. And the Stars' overall defensive hounding game has been in place, and they are 3 minutes away from taking a 2-1 lead in this series and wrangling home ice back to their side after the split in Dallas. It's looked in this third period at times like the big guns for the Avalanche emptied their tanks in the second period, and they just haven't had the same zip, and they've tried to use more guys, the Avalanche have, in the third because of it.
Off a glove at center ice, controlled by Colorado. And dumped in front of the Dallas bench. Comes back to Miles Wood. Hopped over him. Johnston quick to it. Couldn't split through a pair of Avalanche. A race for it inside neutral ice. Knocked into the Star zone. Steele reverses. Heiskanen keeps it going up the wall. Johnston attempted to clear. Instead buys himself some time and then aerially does so to the red line. 2:22 and counting remaining in the third. Georgiev could go at any point at this time as it's sent up and off of Lehkonen, the dump in. Avs netminder remains as it's chopped off of Middlestat, then out through center. Charging ahead is Hintz. He goes wide on Makar. Hintz behind the net. We'll just leave it back in the trapezoid. Makar's stick was in the way of any passing attempt. Middlestat for Lehkonen. Now McKinnon. He carries in. There goes Georgiev. Hits the bench with 1:53 to play. Extra attacker for the Avalanche. Fresh off the bench is Nichushkin. They miss him on the angled pass. Jamie Benn, defensive half wall. Then clogs it up. It comes out. Duchesne over to Sagan towards the empty net. He scores! Another 2-goal game against the Avalanche for Tyler Sagan. This one's the insurance policy. It is 3-1 Stars with 1:37 to play.
It's incredible. Like, Tyler just has a knack against the Avs. You know, you're thinking to yourself, well, that's a neat trick for the regular season. It's going to be difficult to muster that up in the playoffs, but he's done it. Back post slam back in the second period to put him ahead. And then a dart from his own zone after some, proper veteran savvy work on the boards to just eat it, win the puck, get it into free ice, and down into the yawning cage.
Stars' second consecutive empty net goal scored from their side of the blue line. It salted away game 2, in position to do the same in game 3. 1:23 to go. The Avs bring forward. No white flag yet as it's dumped up and out of play. Georgiev was starting to go to the bench. This faceoff's going to stay at neutral ice with 1:18 remaining in the third.
Just good digger work by, I think it was Duchesne and Jamie Benn on the boards to pop the puck to Tyler Sagan and swing it all the way down the ice. Maybe it's Tyler's haircut that is doing it. He's got it real tight and old school on the sides.
Dump in by Colorado. Georgiev to the bench. Stars from behind their icing line send it all the way down. This will be icing. And stopped 1:05 left in the third. There was a pretty robust Stars chant during the national anthem. And the folks in green here at Ball Arena have broken out into a Let's Go Stars chant 65 seconds from the finish line.
There's lots of it. I mean, the seats here are black and their predominant color is burgundy and blue. And that victory green is popping.
Stick side of Ottinger, who has been outstanding, but down the stretch, the team in front of him equally so. They've given the Avalanche nothing. Cleared and iced again by the Stars. 56.3 to go. It's been a long time since a shot has gotten through to Ottinger, and this is the #1 offense in the NHL. Seldom kept quiet.
Yeah, but they're playing against one of the best defenses in the NHL, and they've played it to a letter as a group.
Face-off win Colorado, 6-on-5 attack. Still work to be done for the Stars. Makar pushes it forward. Back on the right side wall. Volleyball spiked by Lindell. Off bodies to the corner. 42 seconds and counting as the clock moves. Kept in by McKinnon. Top of the zone, Makar. Blocked out to pressure with Stankoven. Rope Hintz Got it now. Robertson steps wide of Middlestat for Stankoven for the empty net. He's got a 2-goal game, and the Stars are 27 seconds away from a 2-1 series lead.
It's born out of their tremendous defending in behind their own blue line again. Layers up top, a shot attempt by Makar blocked, and then a juicy, not even a celebration out of the kid. He almost jumped out of the building after he scored in the game earlier, his first in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and that sends an exodus out of Ball Arena tonight as the Stars are going to win this 4-1 and take a 2-1 lead in the series.
A pair of empty net goals from Tyler Seguin and Logan Stankoven. They complete the scoring summary. 12 seconds to go. Manson gets checked by Dodonov. Manson, the backhand. Ottinger made that save. 5 more seconds. Trennan and Smith shove at one another. And game 3 is over. The Stars with a 4-1 win. So much talk about comebacks. So many storylines about what would happen in the third period after what happened in Dallas. The answer is the Stars hold the lead and now hold the advantage in this best-of-7 series, 2-1.
Yeah, look, they played a much more connected game than the Avalanche. The Avalanche didn't together very well here tonight. There were spurts, obviously, in that second period when they were releasing that basically 5-man unit over and over and over again. But for the most part, they didn't use one another very well in the game. Some of that is the Stars' ability to hurry them a little bit and force maybe some bad decisions and bad passes with the puck. But this is very much Stars team that was at their level best on the road in the regular season, and it is poured over into the postseason. And they played, again, just one of those perfect road games where you get scintillating net minding. Special teams wasn't even part of the equation tonight, but primarily because of their penalty kill. The Avalanche had the first 3 power plays of the game here tonight, and the Stars squashed them all. And then the depth takes over. And I thought the Stars' fourth line in particular here tonight played great. They really did. And outplayed anything that the Avalanche could throw at them. Their fourth line, Trennan, Duhaime, and Cogliano, didn't play as much and certainly weren't as impactful as Sam Steele, who was outstanding tonight. Should have had a goal himself. Craig Smith and Evgeny Dodonov. That group down there, it's tough to handle when you go 1, 2, 3, 4 with forward lines the way the Stars do. And the group on defense played fantastic again. 5 of them back there rocking away. I don't think Nils hit the ice in the third period in this one. He did a couple of times in game 2. So they played to their game, and they found their game immediately in this one from the net on out. And if they continue to do this, they're going to win this series.
3 minutes and 42 seconds of ice time for Niels Lundqvist. We talk about all the ice time for the big guns of Colorado, and for all it was, Dallas able to keep them quiet for the most part. 24 minutes, basically, for McKinnon and Lehkonen, 25 for Rantanen, for those 3 forwards on the top line. But this series now is 3 games old, 191 minutes. And for all the talk of the offense and the comebacks for Colorado, the Stars have not trailed for a second of it. Obviously, they lose in overtime of Game 1, but it's a team that's getting very used to playing with the lead against these Avalanche through the first 3 games of the series.
Well, they're getting better at playing with a lead against these Avalanche as it's moved along. That's for sure. It didn't go very swimmingly in Game 1. Game 2, I thought they were great. They got squirrely in the third period and managed to hang on and kill a penalty. And here tonight, there were a couple of games in the Golden Knights series where the Stars had leads and had to protect. And in one game, they allowed the Vegas squad to come at them and didn't really protect it the way you'd want to do it. The other game they did. It was almost letter perfect. with their forecheck game and how good they were and how crisp they were in the neutral zone and not allowing the other side to get through there and then just pour over your line and attack that way.
We could be having the same conversation just a couple weeks later, but you're right. I think it's important to separate Sheldon Keefe as the human being, the person, and Sheldon Keefe as the head coach. We all saw that video and the outpour of people that have either covered him, have worked for him over the years. Just a lot of messages yesterday saying how great of a person he was and how everyone's rooting for him in whatever his next job might be. So that tells me that he is a great person and someone that you want to root for, but you have to separate that from the head coach. And this is just the reality of the business, Matt, is you don't get the job done with a team that views themselves as a contender over a 4 or 5 year period. You're going to be shown the door. And he referenced that in his video.
We also got big roster changes coming up, and I think part of that is obviously the speculation, Jake, about the core four. Matthews and Nylander stay, Tavares stays, and then you try to re-sign him on a hometown discount deal. Marner's got to go.
No, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there, and I feel like that's the sentiment from a lot of Leaf fans right now, and it's really the only thing that makes sense to me, because look, Matthews is the best goal scorer in the league. He's not going anywhere. He's been holding up his end of the bargain. He's a Selke Trophy candidate as the best, one of the best two-way forwards in the National Hockey League this year. So Nylander, you just gave the big deal. It was unfortunate how his playoffs started, right? Dealing with the migraine issues and not being 100%, but he was able to work his way back into the lineup, and he had his mark on these playoffs. I mean, he scores the two big goals to send it to Game 7. I think Nylander and Matthews are sort of your new core moving forward. Those are your two forwards, at least, that you're now building this roster around. And I think, you know, in a perfect world, yes, Marner does go and you find a spot for him. Some difficult conversations, right? Because he's got another year left on that deal. I don't think there's a world where the Leafs are giving him another contract past that. He does hold some cards here with a no movement clause as well. But if the Leafs go to him and say, you know what, we're not giving you a contract at the end of this. So if you want to play hardball, if you want to play your year out on a team that doesn't want you, you're free to do that. But we could find you a landing spot. We could find you a good spot to go play next year if you're willing to accept that. So that's conversations that the Leafs are going to have with Marner. And I'm with you on John Tavares as well. I actually think Tavares is still playing some decent hockey. He's just not an $11 million player. We can all see that, but I still think he can be effective.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM Channel 89.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Sunday, May the 12th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the